It's the Pirates Digital Media Softball pregame show today as North Central Missouri hosts St. Charles Community College in a Division I Region 16 doubleheader. I'm Rick Cole of Pirates Digital Media. The Pirates and the Cougars play their second doubleheader of the year after North Central won 2 games in March. We'll have a brief scouting report on each of the squads and hear from the head coaches as we begin our pregame show in just a moment.
Get ready for more. Introducing Hy-Vee Plus. Get a Hy-Vee Plus premium membership for just $99 a year and get fuel savings every time you shop in-store and online. Plus, exclusive deals and offers every month. Plus, you can call our Red Line hotline day or night for anything you need. Plus, free standard delivery and free express pickup. Plus, a personal online shopper. With Hy-Vee Plus, our plus equals more. Sign up today.
Our pregame show begins with a look at the St. Charles Community College Cougars. They played at State Fair Community College yesterday, where they split the doubleheader. The team lost twice to North Central Missouri College in March. Head coach Justin Wengert said that the team at that point was young and immature early in the season. They feel they've made some real strides since then. Kind of started with a big meeting after splitting a doubleheader with Metropolitan. They then went on a 10-game win streak, including sweeping both Jefferson and Crowder. One of the goals for the Cougars this year is finishing with a 500 mark. They haven't obtained the 500 mark for a season since 2002-2003. The top pitchers for St. Charles are freshman Kaylin Grammer from Carbondale, Illinois, and freshman Allison Storrs from Perryville, Missouri. Their top offensive performer is Emily Geary, a left-handed hitting sophomore who leads the team in average, home run, and RBI. Dustin Wengert, as we mentioned, is the head coach. He's in his third year at St. Charles, and he joins us on our pregame show. A rebuilding year, would you call it that? Would you call it reloading? What are you going through this year?
Man, that's a great question. I think at the beginning of the year, when you look at our roster and saw that we had so many freshmen, I would have said rebuilding. But maybe to even my surprise, played a little bit better, Rick, that now it seems more like a retool or a reload type of year. I thought at the beginning of the year, if we won 20 games, we'd done a great job as coaching staff, and here we are at 22-22 and knocking on that door of that first above 500 record or 500 record in about 20 years here at the school. So they've done a great job, but I would say retool or regrowth a year is maybe a better term to use for this year.
Everybody's battling for that home field advantage in the sub-regions. Now what, about 2 weeks away? How do you prepare? How do you peak for the tournament that could be really competitive?
That's a great question. I think your eyes are always scoreboard watching at this time, just to kind of see where you're at and how you want to adjust your pitching staff, or how you want to play a certain game, or hey, we need to win this game, or we need to really try to go for a sweep here, or a split's okay. You're right. I think outside of the top two and Crowder and Jeffco, they've kind of solidified themselves in that 1-2, and maybe Metropolitan down there in the 8th spot. I think everybody else is kind of jostling for that home field advantage, which could be huge. You get to sleep in your own bed and play at your home field and get that kind of advantage is going to be huge when you get to these things. And it's always hard to win on the road, and when it's such a high leverage situation like sub-regionals, and you got to win 2 out of 3 at their place, I think that's always going to be a challenge. So I think everybody's playing for that 4-5, 3-4-5 matchup. I think at 4-5, you kind of feel like with the point flip outside of that, I think you probably feel like you're at a disadvantage if you're the 6, 7, or 8. So it's going to be big. It's going to be big, and it's going to be really intense, high-level softball over the next 2 weeks, which could also help a lot of teams get that mental prepped for the sub-regional. So it's almost like you're trying to play your way into the tournament and get there, and you're still at that high level of competitive. So nobody's going to get any days off. So that's going to make it exciting. I think that's what this region's lacked in the past. You've always had 2 or 3 teams that are run away with it, but now you've kind of got this logjam of teams that can. There's probably 6, maybe the top 7 teams, if anybody gets hot, could win this darn thing, and that's really interesting.
Tell me a little bit about your pitchers, because that's where things seem to start. Softball, can you describe your pitching staff for me a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, I think we've basically turned the ball over to two of them. They've kind of taken the reins as your 1-2. It's kind of the 1-2 that we thought that was going to take the reins this year, but they've really kind of, like I said, grown and matured over the last 2.5, 3 weeks, and propelled us into what we are. But first game one starter probably be Kaylin Grammer. She comes from Carbondale, Illinois, and just a girl that's going to compete and throws a lot of movement to her ball, throws the ball hard at times and when she needs to, but just does a really good job. And I think we get our what's the word, the fight from her. In game one and then we back that up with fight from other girls. And we just really battle in game one, and then game two. You'll have Allison Storts, who comes from Perryville, Missouri. She's a little bit harder thrower. And like I said, just one of those kind of come and get you girls. I'm going to throw it. Here it is. But has developed the ability to pitch more and then just throw. And that's made her successful here in the last couple of weeks, as she's had some really good games against Crowder and Jeffco. And, it's just fun. And everybody knows in the game of softball, if you get a pitcher or two, you can compete because the scores can stay low. And so, that's kind of how we've won some games. We've also won some slugfest, but most importantly, it comes with the start of them too, for sure.
Dustin, early in the season, when you are developing your team, you played North Central at your place and were beaten twice. What's your recollection of the North Central and St. Charles matchup earlier?
Sarah does a good job. I mean, anybody that looks at North Central's program sees Sarah as the leader, and she does a good job. And her girls are going to be, and I don't want this to be a negative thing, they're scrappy. And that's for me, it's kind of the ball player I was. And so I like that term of being scrappy. They're not going to give you anything. You're going to have to earn 21 outs. Sometimes, excuse me, sometimes those teams are the hardest ones to beat, Rick. And that is just for the simple fact that until the 21st out's made, it's not over. And so they do a really good job of just being scrappy. I thought early on, like I kind of told you off camera, like I thought we were immature. I thought we were growing. We kind of had some turn here in the last 3 weeks since we played North Central. So hopefully we'll see that difference. But we're at North Central. It's not an easy place to play. And then to be on the backside of a game on Friday with State Fair. And so it's going to be overnight stay up there, hotel room and all that stuff. So we've got a lot of things that go against us, but at the same time, we are ready for the challenge and feel like we're playing good softball right now.
St. Luke's knows time is precious. That's why we save more patients from heart attacks and deliver the fastest stroke care in the region, and bring more cancer experts to more communities, so you have more time to enjoy what's most important: life. St. Luke's.
Welcome back to our pregame show. I am Rick Cole of Pirates Digital Media. Let's talk about North Central Missouri College, who split 2 games at West Plains on Thursday, which puts them at 23-20 for the year. Today starts the final week of the regular season before the Region 16 sub-district begin March 26th. During the next week, the Pirates will have doubleheaders at home with Metropolitan on Tuesday and with State Fair on Wednesday. And we'll have both of those doubleheaders live. The leading hitters for the Pirates continue to be Brooklyn Becker and Riley Boyer. Each continue to hit over 400 for the Pirates. Cassie Rogers and Maeve Lavoie continue to be the pitching mainstays for North Central, but with an injury to Lavoie over the past week or so, freshman Briley Boma has been called upon to contribute and now is second on the staff in appearances. It's Sophomore Recognition Day today. Let's talk to Sarah Van Dyke about the Pirates' second-year players.
I have been so fortunate to have 11 girls stick with me for 2 full years now, and that is sometimes that doesn't happen. Like, truthfully, that doesn't happen, and I'm just really fortunate to have gotten to work with them, and it's really tough for me. It is truly tough for me to see them go because they are the first group that I have recruited on my own. and been with obviously for 2 full years. Not that I haven't been with other groups for 2 full years, but it's just something different. There's something special about them, and that's the one thing. Like when someone asks me like, what about this group? Like, what do you like? And it's so different because they're so refreshing. They are such a talented group. And they're such a good group of people, like individuals, softball aside. Every single one of them has such good qualities that are going to take them so far in life. I just can't say enough good things about them. We'd be here all day if I said every single thing I would love to say. But they're leaders. They're natural leaders. Maybe they don't have that necessary leadership, like that role, but they have the ability to be that way, and it's really nice to see and kind of fun to see them like guide the freshmen through this first year of their college careers, because they were just there. Obviously they were just there. They know how it works, how it runs, kind of how I run. So it's really nice to be able to like give them those things and them just be able to do it because they understand it, they get it, they have the feel for it. But I'm just really fortunate, truthfully, really fortunate.
Would you go through, if you can, because you say you have a number of them, but just tell us who they are?
11 of them, yes.
11
okay. Let's start behind the plate. We have Haley Shepherdson, and she's a catcher. We have Riley Murray. She's a catcher outfielder. Then we have Gracie McKinney at first base, and Taya Davis Lyle. She kind of goes by a couple different ones at first base. And then at second base, we have Chloe Bell and Ivy Hearn. And then at third base, we have Chloe Helmer. And then in the outfield, we have Riley Boyer and Kalence Cook. But we have Lauren Crone, who is out for the season, but she's been a big supporter of us and, loves us. We love her to death. And she'll be here today at the games and stuff. So that's going to be fun to see her. And then we have Mabel Lavoie, who is typically on the mound or in the outfield or kind of wherever we need her. She kind of plays a few different roles. So.
Okay. Well,
yes.
It's good to talk about those kids.
Yes,
obviously
absolutely.
What about the way the team is playing right now? Splitting with West Plains, how did you come out of that game?
So we split, obviously, yes. Played really well, honestly. We had errors, and that is kind of what, caused us to unfortunately lose that second game because we were winning going into the bottom of the 7th inning. Madison Huber hit a 2-run home run that put us up. But we really have, these last few games, we played a lot better softball than we have in the past, not the past, but like in the past, I guess is the word I can use. Yeah. But we're playing a lot better softball. We're playing them a lot more cohesively. We're making more plays that we hadn't been making. And it's just those few errors, and they're kind of silly things here and there that it's like, we don't do that. We that's not us. Right. But they do happen. So just going to try and clean that up for today and come up with a couple wins, hopefully.
Okay. Last week of the season here, before the regional sub-districts start, what's the objective here, other than you'd like to win and maybe get in the top 4 if possible?
Yes.
But anything else you're working on at this point?
Working on keeping people healthy, for sure. That's a number one thing for us. Working on keeping things fun, keeping things light, because that's really what it's about, is, having fun with it. We're all getting that opportunity to continue living out our childhood dreams, obviously, including, Kinley and I. We both get to stay around softball that we've done forever. Right. Just in the last the last week here, I guess, obviously win games so we can get ourselves a better seeding for the sub-region. And that's kind of a main goal with that. That's what we're shooting for, and we have that ability. We completely have that ability. We just got to come all ready to go that day. Everybody ready, everyone working, putting in their part that day.
Scholarships make a big difference in the ability to attend school. Whether you're a first-generation student, a normal matriculating traditional student, or an adult student who sat out or not been to college at all.
Should you have any questions, you can always contact the Financial Aid Office. We're located on the NCMC campus. You can reach us by phone at 660-357-6513, or you can email us at financialaid@mail.ncmissouri.edu.
Scholarships help immensely.
Welcome this afternoon to Griffin Field in Trenton, Missouri, the site of today's doubleheader between St. Charles Community College and North Central Missouri College. And a pleasant good day to you today. It's a chilly April day here in Trenton with the high predicted to get up to 53 degrees right now at game time. 50 degrees and winds gusting up to 21 miles an hour. We'll be pushing the ball out a little bit today as we get ready for this doubleheader between the Cougars and the Pirates. I am Rick Cole, waiting for the introduction of the starting lineups today. We'll tell you that the starting pitchers, Cassie Rogers for the Pirates at 11-7, and Allison Stortz at 11-4 will go for St. Charles. Let's go down to the field now and pick up the introductions of the starters.
First, let's meet the starting lineup for the visiting Cougars. Leading off, playing left field, number 24, Brooke Scott. Batting second, playing shortstop, number 8, Jara Hoffman. Hitting third, playing right field, number 18, Emily Gary. Batting cleanup, playing first base, number 19, Reese Smith. Batting fifth, the catcher, number 22, Caitlin Cushenberry. Batting sixth, playing third base, number 13, Emma Egmeyer. Hitting seventh, the pitcher, number 6, Allison Stortz. Batting eighth, the playing second base, number 3, Lexi Hagel. And batting ninth, the center fielder, number 71, Lucy Fahachin. Number 0, Mackenzie Hurst. Number 1, Grace Reinbach. Number 2, Peyton Seitz. Number 4, Celia Gildehaus. Number 10, Kaylin Grammer. Number 12, Mallory Kimbrell. Number 20, Kelsey Flasker. Number 23, Kayla Schaff. And number 55, McKenna Didle. Coaches for the Cougars are Dustin Wingert and Lexi Ferrari. Now let's meet the starting lineup for a home team, the Pirates from North Central Missouri College. Leading off the center fielder, number 2, Riley Boyer. Batting second, the catcher, number 1, Hope Hilton. Batting third, the shortstop, number 3, Brooklyn Becker. Batting fourth, the pitcher, number 20, Cassie Rogers. Batting fifth, the left fielder, number 7, Riley Murray. Batting sixth, the first baseman, number 15, Gracie McKay. Batting seventh, playing second base, number 13, Ivy Hearn. Batting eighth, playing right field, number 6, Calyx Cook. Batting ninth, the designated player, number 10, Maeve Lavoie. In the flex position, the third baseman, number 5, Chloe Helmer. Number 4, Amelia Pingleton. Number 9, Addison Huber. Number 11, Gracie Dixon. Number 12, Briley Boma. Number 16, Tyja Davis. Number 19, Chloe Bell. Number 21, Mackenzie Duncan. Number 23, Haley Shepherdson. And redshirt, Lauren Crone. Coaches for the Pirates, Sarah Van Dyke and Kinley Frank. At this time, we ask those available, please stand. Remove your hats as we salute this great country of ours with the playing of our national anthem.
And as we get ready for softball today, we welcome you inside our broadcast location, which is right here behind home plate. I am Rick Cole, and we're glad you could be here today. And for the regional tournament, this doubleheader has a lot of implications. The Pirates are number 7 in the standings, it seems, at the moment, but it's kind of hard to keep up to what's going on. They probably don't have a real good shot of picking off one of the top 4 seeds, as they will be looking to move up, perhaps, for a better matchup, but the Pirates don't have a real good chance of being in that top 4. That's Lauren Crone, who has been out this year with an injury, and she threw out the first pitch. She's just recovering from knee surgery on her left knee, and it occurred just before the start of the season. She was expected to be one of the top pitchers for the Pirates this year, but it just didn't work out this year. And last time I heard, she wasn't planning on playing next year as a redshirt, but we'll see what happens, as Lauren is a sophomore on Sophomore Day today. They are recognizing all the sophomores, and that will be between games. Also between games today, we'll have our At the Break feature, and we'll be talking to sophomore Riley Boyer. But today, it's softball with Cassie Rogers taking her warm-up pitches. She'll pitch to a St. Charles lineup that features Brooke Scott, a sophomore, leading off. Then Jarrell Hoffman, a freshman. Emily Geary is a tremendous hitter. She hits third, had a couple of home runs yesterday. Reese Smith is the cleanup hitter, a freshman. Then Caitlin Cushenberry, Emma Eggmeyer, Allison Stortz, Lexi Hagel, and Lucy Fahatin hitting for Dustin Wengert and the St. Charles Cougars. We are ready to go with our first pitch of the doubleheader. I am Rick Cole, and welcome to softball here at North Central. Our home plate umpire is Wyatt Studi, and that's a ball down low to Brooke Scott, a .333 hitter with 2 homers and 16 runs driven in this year. Rogers is a freshman from Marceline, Missouri, an 11-7 record and a 3.97 ERA. She has been the mainstay for the Pirates this year. And she's hitting cleanup today in the lineup, which is a little higher than she normally hits. We'll talk about that in the next half inning. Brooke Scott with a count of 2-1. The catcher for the Pirates is freshman Hope Hilton. And that one just misses. There's Brooke Scott along with Hope Helton, the catcher, and our home plate umpire Wyatt Studi, who's working with Jonathan Groth today. And now 3-2. Defensively around the infield for the Pirates, Chloe Helmer is the flex player today and plays third base. Brooklyn Becker at shortstop. Ivy Hearn, a sophomore, plays second base. Gracie McKinney is the first baseman. 3-2 pitch and ball 4 to start the day for St. Charles. In the outfield for the Pirates, Kylie Murray is in left, Riley Boyer is in center, and Kaylin Cook starts in right. Jarrell Hoffman is a freshman. She plays shortstop today and is a .252 hitter on the year. Strike 1. Hoffman has no homers, 12 RBI. St. Charles is 24-24 this season. That ball headed for foul territory, and it'll be strike 2. So trying to move the runner over, Hoffman rolls it foul. Emily Geary waits on deck, and boy, is she a good hitter. A runner at first base, nobody out, just started here in the top of the first inning, first of 2 games. Outside corner, runner going, and the throw goes all the way through. And a stolen base for Scott.
Now batting the right fielder, number 18, Emily Geary.
Striking out on the play was Hoffman for the first out, and now Geary is the hitter. She, like we said, has had a monster year. Emily is hitting .424 to lead the team. they may well stay away from her. She has 14 homers, 46 RBI. Again, those stats lead St. Charles. A little bit up and fouled away. So when you go through Geary and all the other stats, it's just like Geary in every category leads the team. I mean, right across the board. Homers, RBI, total number of hits, doubles, triples, just on and on. And now she hits with 1 out and a runner on base. 2 balls, 1 strike, the count. Emily is a sophomore who has just declared she'll go to Lindenwood in the St. Louis area to play next year. And now 2-2. Yesterday against State Fair in the second game, 3 for 4, and those 2 home runs, 3 runs driven in. So she has been a force this year. She has set the single season home run record at St. Charles, and that's by Ivy Hearn. Charging the ball is Cook, and the throw, 1-0 St. Charles, and now Geary to second base. So Geary comes through as advertised and drives in the first run of the game. And 1-0 St. Charles leads it. The hitter is Reese Smith. Strike 1. As we have no problem telling you, we're kind of a one-man shop here, and so it'll take us a bit to update the scoreboard from time to time. It's not automatically updated. And as you can see, sometimes there's some mistakes made. Let's change this over so nobody out there has a coronary or anything if you're a St. Charles fan. A strike to Reese Smith, the freshman playing first base today, a .323 hitter. 0-2 to her. Brooke Scott has scored on Emily Geary's RBI single, and now another strikeout. Reese Smith goes down looking for the second out of the inning.
Now batting the catcher, number 22, Caitlin Cushenberry.
Caitlin Cushenberry has been injury-ridden this year. She has missed a number of games, only gotten 55 at-bats in this season, but she has had a very nice year at .327, and she's one they really depend on as Geary leads off second base, and there's a strike to Caitlin Cushenberry. 2 homers, 9 RBI for Cushenberry. And right back to the pitcher. So Rogers gives up a run, but gets out of it with just that 1 run given up. An RBI single to Emily Geary starts us off. And we'll be back with the bottom half of the first in a moment.
Know that North Central Missouri College has the top-rated LPN and RN nursing programs in the state of Missouri? That's right, NCMC is the place to be if you're considering a career in nursing. In Cross Hall on our main campus in Trenton, Missouri, you'll find our state-of-the-art nursing simulation lab. Our nursing program is known throughout the region for its dream team of instructors who make student success their primary focus. Whatever your educational goals, NCMC is definitely the place for you.
At Griffin Field today, you see the starting pitcher, Allison Stortz. There in your picture, Allison is a freshman from Perryville, Missouri, with an 11-4 record and a 3.99 ERA. She will face a lineup from North Central, Riley Boyer leading it off, then Hope Helton, Brooklyn Becker hitting third. The cleanup hitter is Cassie Rogers, the pitcher, then Kylie Murray hits in the 5th spot. Number 6 is Gracie McKinney. Ivy Hearn, the second baseman, hits number 7, followed up by Kaylin Cook in right, and Maeve Lavoie, who's just off an injury, the designated player in the batting lineup today for North Central. So the Pirates down by a run here after an RBI single by Emily Geary, her 47th RBI of the year. And Riley Boyer will be the hitter. She's a sophomore. Boyer will be our guest between games today. She's from Maysville, Missouri, and she faces Allison Stortz from Perryville, Missouri here to start the bottom of the first. The catcher is Caitlin Cushenberry, and around the infield, Emma Eggmeyer. Jarrah Hoffman is the shortstop. Lexi Hagel at second base, and Reese Smith plays first. A 1-0 pitch, and 1-1. You see Boyer there, the center fielder, and interesting person to talk to. She is not going to play next year after her sophomore year here. She's going to focus on her studies. We had a nice conversation, especially talking about her ability to really slap the ball, to play short ball, but she's been fantastic in the outfield this year. And a strike called by Wyatt Studi. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Riley Boyer leading off in the bottom of the first inning. And that'll go out of play on the third base side. So Boyer still a count of 2-2. Hope Helton in the on-deck circle for North Central. The second baseman is Hagel, and over to Smith. 1 down, and the hitter will be Hope Helton. Hope is a freshman from Chillicothe, Missouri, hitting .305. 33 RBI knocked in this year, and her job right here is to be another leadoff hitter for the Pirates. And ball 1. Allison Stortz, 11-4 with a 3.99 ERA. And 2 balls, no strikes to Hope Helton. A walk and a single by Emily Geary has St. Charles up 1-0. Foul, strike 1. Two balls, 1 strike. Now 2-2. North Central Baseball is playing this afternoon. They started at noon. They were swept yesterday at East Central. They continue that series with a single game today as that one's out of play. And I would love to give you an update on the score of that game. However, their video from East Central does not have a scoreboard or any commentary, so you can see the game, but you really don't know where you are in the game. And Helton again battling here against Allison Stortz. The count still 2-2. 1 down, bottom of the first inning. And 3-2. In the outfield for the Cougars, Brooke Scott is in left. In right is Emily Geary, and in center field is Lucy Fahatin. And this is toward Fahatin, who has a relatively easy time with that one, and there are 2 outs. The wind is blowing out today, and it could gust as high as 21 miles an hour, they say. As the leading hitter for the Pirates, Brooklyn Becker steps up, .455 average. Strike 1 to her. Allison Stortz has thrown now over 109 innings. She has given up 103 hits, 62 earned runs this year, and her base on balls to strikeout ratio pretty good, 44 walks and 130 strikeouts this year. That one wide to right. So Brooklyn Becker against the starting pitcher, Allison Stortz. And that one misses wide, and it's 2-2. Becker's had a heck of a year, both offensively, as we mentioned, leading the team in average, homers, RBI. But she's a great defensive player at short as well. This one is between the right fielder and the second baseman, going to drop in there. You could see, I think, the ball hanging in the air. Hagel peeled away to give Geary a shot at it. It drops right between them, so I guess it's got to be a single Texas leaguer by the full extent of the definition. And the first hit of the game for the Pirates. Now, Cassie Rogers. Interesting that Cassie has moved up to the cleanup spot today. She normally hits 6, 7, sometimes 8 down in that area. A 306 average. And a runner at first base here with 2 outs. That's in fair territory. The long throw by Eggmeyer, and it's in time for the out. A nice job by Eggmeyer to get the 3rd out of the inning. A base hit by Brooklyn Becker. She ends up the inning stranded at first base, and we are through a full inning. Pirates are down by a run here at home.
I'm Jane Meservey, Tutoring Center Director. The Tutoring Center is available for all students, whether you're dual credit or online, hybrid, or you're actually here. No application, no appointments needed, you just pop in. I really like seeing students, and whether I see them online, see them in person, either way, I like getting to know you, I like getting to know a variety of people, and I hire people that are just like that also. Come in to see us so we can make sure that you never feel overwhelmed.
Clear skies and the temperature right around 50 degrees, on the way to 53 perhaps. We'll see. As the wind is chilly today, it's blowing upwards of 21 miles an hour at times, and the wind blowing out to center has not had an effect on this game so far. 1-0 St. Charles after 1 inning, and now for the Cougars, Emma Eggmeyer, Allison Stortz, and Lexi Hagel to face Cassie Rogers. Emma Eggmeyer made that nice place defensively to end the last inning for St. Charles. And she is hit by a pitch to start the inning. So Rogers has put 2 on in the first 2 innings leading off. Brooke Scott walked to lead off the game and then was driven in by Geary's single.
Now batting the pitcher, number 6.
Now it's Eggmeyer at first base. And Allison Stortz, the freshman pitcher, that comes to the plate. 1 strike. Stortz hits .247. No homers, 8 RBI. Maybe only 1 play for Helmer, and she throws high, drawing the first baseman off the bag. So Chloe Helmer throws high, and everybody is safe with Eggmeyer moving to second base. And now Lexi Hagel, the second baseman, is the hitter. Looking to move the runners, takes a strike. Hagel is hitting .333. She's a freshman. And Rogers trying to settle down a little bit here in the inning. That will help. So 0-2 on Hagel's bunt attempt. Top of the second inning. Nobody outs. Hagel with 2 strikes on her. And fouls that one off. Boy, she really did a good job protecting the plate. She just punched at it at the last second. Rogers has hit a player, and there's been an error in the inning. And now a strikeout. So Rogers gets the strikeout for the first out of the inning and faces the number 9 hitter, Lucy Fahatin. Fahatin is a freshman hitting .260, but good power. She has 5 home runs. Runners at first and second. St. Charles up by a run here in the top of the second. Fahatin is a native of St. Charles, a transfer from Missouri Baptist. Right back to Rogers, and looks around and has a chance at first base and got her there. So a double play on the liner back to Rogers. It goes F 1-3 for the double play, and the Pirates are out of the inning here without allowing any scoring. North Central comes to bat in the bottom of the second. St. Charles leads 1-0.
Dream is to help kids living on the streets with education.
Charles, what's up,
Come on, we help. Wow. How you doing? My heart about to jump off my chest, man.
Charles, you ought to be proud, man.
I'm just extremely grateful they were here. That's something that these kids are going to remember for a lifetime.
Cassie Rogers will play shortstop from time to time for the Pirates when she's not pitching it. She made a good play defensively there, turning a line drive back to her into a double play. And so the Pirates are out of the top of the second inning and now will face Allison Stortz again here in the bottom of the second. Kylie Murray, the left fielder, Gracie McKinney, the first baseman, and second baseman Ivy Hearn will be the hitters for the Pirates. Here's Riley Murray, who will be one of the sophomores honored between games today on Sophomore Recognition Day. And she faces Perryville, Missouri's Allison Stortz. Allison gave up a hit in the first inning, but no runs, and she leads this game 1-0 here in the bottom of the second. Murray will take a strike. She is a .337 hitter on the year with a homer and 13 RBI. Signs by Caitlin Cushenberry. A mile high in the middle of the infield. And the third baseman reaching up, and Eggmeyer grabs it. So the wind played something into that ball, coming back toward the outfield a little bit. The fly out to the third baseman is the first out of the bottom of the second inning. McKinney is the hitter, and she lines one but foul toward left. Pirates are 8-8 here at Griffin Field this year. They split Thursday at West Plains, Missouri State University West Plains. St. Charles was at State Fair Community College in Sedalia yesterday, and they split there. 2 strikes on McKinney. Allison Stortz, 2 strikes on Gracie McKinney here with 1 out at the bottom of the second. Nice changeup. It gets away from the catcher, and Cushenberry won't be able to make the play. Safe at first base is McKinney with a strikeout and advancing on a pass ball. So the Pirates find a very difficult way to get a runner at first base, but they do get a runner at first base with 1 out. And now Ivy Hearn will be the hitter. Ivy hitting .280 on the year. No homers, 4 RBI. She's from Platte City, Missouri. She'll be, again, recognized between games. And Stortz misses high. Gracie McKinney at first base for the Pirates. The hitter is Ivy Hearn. And Stortz to the plate high again, and that's going to advance the runner. So a wild pitch pushes McKinney at scoring position, and out goes Caitlin Cushenberry to talk to her pitcher here in the bottom of the first inning. We talked a little bit about baseball. They are 20-23. They lost 2 at East Central yesterday, 11-5 and 5-3, and they should be a little bit more than halfway done, or maybe even more than that, at East Central today. And Hearn with a strike now, 2-1. The president of North Central Missouri College is Dr. Lenny Claver. Our PA announcer today, Philip Wilson, again here at Griffin. And now 2 balls, 2 strikes. Stortz again looking into Cushenberry. And 3-2. Right back up the middle, a base hit. McKinney rounds third and now will put on the brakes on a great throw in by Fahatin. First and third for the Pirates.
Now batting the right fielder, number 6.
And here is the base hit by Ivy Hearns. And I'll tell you what, McKinney was coming around third hard. I think she may have stopped on her own. But it was a really nice low throw that's kept her from coming home, and that's Fahatin who got it to the cutoff in the middle of the diamond. And now a strike 2, Kalen's Cook. Cook is hitting 192 this season, has a chance to tie the game here. And a foul ball. So everybody hustling on that foul ball, and Kalen's Cook is down on the count 0-2. Cook's a 192 hitter. She's knocked in 11 this year. And has runners at the corners with 1 out in the bottom of the second. Stays off that one. Nicely placed, though, by Allison Stortz. And just like Rogers last inning, Stortz now has 2 on and 1 out. And that's to the second baseman. They'll make the tag there, and the throw is not in time. And the Pirates have scored a run. It goes as a fielder's choice and an RBI for Cook, her 12th of the year. And 2 outs in the inning. A strike to Maeve Lavoie. At first base, Kalen's Cook. And now a ball to Lavoie. Maeve has not played since April 11th when she hurt herself a little bit sliding, I think it was. Went in hands first and injured her shoulder. So she is just returning to the lineup. She is the designated player today, but she has been one of the primary pitchers all year for the Pirates. Just not clear if she is good enough to pitch yet. Reaches for that one. A pop-up on the infield, a strikeout with a pass ball allowing McKinney to get on base. A single by Ivy Hearn, over to third, and then an RBI on a fielder's choice. That one's up against the fence. Here comes Hearn around. She will score, and the Pirates lead it on a double by Maeve Lavoie. Welcome back. So Lavoie with the big hit.
Now batting the center fielder, number 2, Riley Boyer.
And Riley Boyer comes to the plate. Pirates have scored 2 in the inning here in the bottom of the second. And a strike to Boyer, who grounded out her first time up. Maeve Lavoie at second base. Hagmeyer will not have a chance there. Now they've got the runner hung up between third and home. Lavoie trying to stay alive. And finally tagged out. And the inning is over. So the Pirates come close to scoring another run, but they cannot get it done. However, they score a couple in the inning, and they have taken a lead here over St. Charles after 2 innings.
My name is Leslie Collins, and I'm the Campus Activities Coordinator here at NCMC. Here at NCMC, we try to have activities or events on a weekly basis, and those are chosen by our Campus Activities Board or our housing staff. We also have different clubs and organizations that you are able to get involved in on campus.
Hi, I'm Ashley, and I wanted to let you know about some of the pirate gear we have here in the campus store for you. We have ag shirts, teacher education, nursing apparel, and also nursing supplies.
Another thing that happens on the campus is the different sporting events is free to all the NCMC students.
We have specific apparel for sports like basketball, softball, baseball, golf, esports, the Dance Wave team.
It's a great way just to meet people and just a way to get involved on campus.
Pirates score a couple of runs on 3 hits in the inning, and they take a 2-1 lead over St. Charles as we go to the top of the 3rd inning. Cassie Rogers in the circle for the Pirates, and she delivers a ball to Brooks Scott, the leadoff hitter in the inning and in the lineup for St. Charles. I may have said at the end of last inning that was Hearn in the rundown. It was indeed Caleb Cook that got involved in the rundown. Rogers makes another good play defensively out of the circle, and there's one out. Rogers had the line drive back at her in the 2nd inning that she turned into a double play, and fields another ball back to the circle here. Jarrah Hoffman struck out against Rogers her first time up. Strike 1. Through 2 complete innings, 1 run on 1 hit for St. Charles. And the Pirates have their 2 runs on 3 hits now. 2 strikes on Jarrah Hoffman. Emily Geary waiting on deck. Helmer to McKinney. And 2 down.
Now batting the right fielder, number 18, Emily Geary.
So Cassie Rogers has gotten 2 ground balls here. And now faces Geary, who drove in her 47th run of the season with an RBI single in the 1st inning. The 1-0 pitch coming up. Ivy Hearn misplays it, and Gary's going to be safe. So Hearn, the ground ball, but can't handle it. Second error on the Pirates in 3 innings. And Reese Smith with 2 outs here in the top of the 3rd is the hitter. There's Reese. Outside, ball 1. She is a freshman, Reese Smith is. Has 4 homers, 30 RBI. Yesterday against State Fair, 1 for 3 with 2 runs knocked in the first game, and then 2 for 4 in the second game of the doubleheader. And a foul ball. Pirates got their 2 runs last inning in kind of a weird way after 1 out, a strikeout of Gracie McKinney, but a dropped 3rd strike allowed her to get to first. Helmer has been busy at 3rd base. We'll give you the rundown of last inning when we have a chance, as the Pirates have an error in the inning but get 2 assists from the 3rd baseman, Chloe Helmer, and nothing done on the scoreboard in the inning as we go to the bottom of the 3rd inning from Griffin Field in Trenton, Missouri. Partners with North Central Missouri College Athletics include BTC Bank, agriculturally minded, service-oriented, and driven to strengthen the communities it serves. Farmers Bank of Northern Missouri. Bank on the go with Farmers Bank mobile app. Grundy County Lumber, your authorized local steel dealer. Pettijohn Ford, now offering low upfront prices and no hidden fees on every vehicle in stock. St. Luke's Health System. St. Luke's unique combination of clinical excellence and compassionate care makes them the best place to get care. Allison Stortz is the starting pitcher for St. Charles Community College. They are 24-24. The Pirates are 23-20 as they meet up here in this first game of the doubleheader. The Pirates got 2 on the road at St. Charles earlier in the year from the Cougars. Hope Helton will lead it off for the Pirates, the number 2 hitter in the lineup against Stortz. Talking last inning about the Pirates' weird inning, a runner got on a pass ball 3rd strike, and then a single. That turned into a force out. An RBI double by Maeve Lavoie and a bunt single for the Pirates as well. And a ball and a strike to Hope Helton. Hope, last time up, flew out to the center fielder, Lucy Fahatin. The catcher is Caitlin Cushenberry, and a fly ball out towards center. Fahatin going back and runs into the fence as that ball carries out for Hope Helton's first home run of the year. She has waited a while, hasn't she? And the Pirates go up by 2. So Helton goes deep.
Now batting the shortstop, number 3, Brooklyn Becker.
Like we said, she has been waiting a while for that one, but gets that one to go to center field as Becker steps up. That's 34 RBI for Hope as well. And a liner up the middle, a base hit for Becker, who's 2 for 2 now. So the Pirates now have 6 hits against Allison Stortz.
Number 20, Cassie Rogers.
And Rogers, the cleanup hitter, steps in after grounding out to 3rd base her first time up. Stortz right there. Foul ball. No balls, 2 strikes. Runner at first base in the bottom of the 3rd inning. And a nice spot for that by Stortz. Around the infield, Eggmeyer is the 3rd baseman, Hoffman at short, Hagel at 2nd, Smith at 1st. And in the outfield, Scott in left, Fahatin in center, Geary in right. Line, but right at the right fielder. And now a chance at first base double play, but it's thrown away, and going to second is Becker. So the fly out to right for the first out, the throw behind Becker trying to double her up,
Now batting the left fielder.
will go as an
number
error
7,
on the right
Murray.
fielder. And with a runner at second base and 1 out, Kylie Murray is the hitter. A strike called. And look at the way the Cougars have second base covered by the center fielder, Fahatin. The shortstop, Hoffman, joined Eggmeyer at third base, standing on the bag after that fake bunt. That one's lined to right again. It's going to be over the head of Geary. Becker will score. Murray headed for third, and she is safe there with an RBI triple. So Riley Murray drives in another run for the Pirates.
Now batting playing first base, number 15, Gracie McKinney.
And the Pirates on a roll here early. Gracie McKinney is the hitter with a runner at third base. Kylie Murray now 14 RBI. And a foul ball there. One and one to Gracie, who started last inning's rally with the strikeout and the pass ball charged to Cushenberry. Staying away from her again. Stortz has run the count to 2-1. McKinney next year will be going to Northwest Missouri State University. Two balls, 2 strikes with 1 out. Riley Murray is at third base. And the count remains at 2-2. McKinney against Allison Stortz. Two balls, 2 strikes. And down on strikes, Gracie McKinney. That's the first strikeout
Now batting playing
for
second base,
Stortz.
number 13, Ivy Hearn.
And the second out in the inning. Ivy Stern had a single. Ended up scoring a run last inning. And faces Stortz. Ball 1. So Stortz has come back to strike out McKinney, and now with the ball up in the zone a little bit, throws it by Ivy Hearn. Still a runner at third. 1 ball, 1 strike. And inside this time. So 3 balls, 1 strike, kid. First base open, second base open, but 2 outs. And Storts trying to get her way out of this inning, down by 3 runs. And there is a walk to Ivy Hearn. So Ivy has been on twice. And for Allison Storts, after getting her first strikeout with McKinney, she issues her first walk to Hearn. And runners at the corners with 2 out for Kalens Cook. Bottom of the 3rd inning. Hit pretty well toward the outfield fence and gone. That's a home run. A 3-run home run for Kalens Cook, her first home run of the year. So Kalens Cook comes up big. The Pirates add 3 more runs and lead it 7-1. Boy, how about that? Here's Cook's home run. And a big one it is, maybe, I don't know, the biggest hit of the year, perhaps for Cook. A 3-run home run gives her 14 RBI on the year. Actually make it 15 because she had an RBI earlier in the game. Lavoie takes the ball outside. She had an RBI double her first time up. But right now it's been all Pirates with a 7-1 lead. 0-2 on Maeve Lavoie. Maeve is from St. Alberta in Canada. She had a home run against St. Charles in one of the 2 games at St. Charles early in the season. But again, she has been out. Has to be, you would think, a little bit rusty. In that game that she had a home run, she also drove in 5. And a strike called there. So the bases are empty. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs to Maeve Lavoie. Three and 2. And a nice stop by by Eggmeyer, and then the throw across is in time, and Lavoie is thrown out. Boy, what a nice play by Eggmeyer at third base, who's really shown some leather here early in this game. Pirates come up big as they lead it 7-1 after 3 complete innings.
Hi, I'm Kimberly Maker. Reach out to your high school counselor. They're going to be made aware of any scholarship opportunities within your community. Additional resources for scholarships are Missouri Scholarship Central. That's actually a portal that you can create an account with. Based on your profile, it will actually send scholarship opportunities to your email that are tailored to your profile. As they add scholarship opportunities all throughout the year, you're going to receive emails when those opportunities apply to your profile.
Cassie Rogers taking her warm-up throws. She's been staked to a nice lead, 7-1 over St. Charles here after 3 complete innings. 1 run, 1 hit for the Cougars. North Central has 7 runs on 8 hits here against Allison Storts. Cassie goes back to work against Caitlin Cushenberry, Emma Eggmeyer, and Allison Storts. Rogers starts the top of the 4th in the circle for North Central. Cushenberry hit a ball right back to the circle her first time up. And she's coming back from an injured wrist, I believe it is. That one hit foul to the right side. Caitlin yesterday in the second game, as we said, had 2 home runs coming back. 3 for 4 with a double. 2 runs batted in. Ivy Hearn boots it again, and there's going to be a second error there on the Pirates' second baseman. So 3 total errors for the Pirates, and that's something always to watch in any softball or baseball game. But for the Pirates, it's really important to watch it because they have a tendency, if they make a couple of errors, it turns into a bunch of errors. Let's see how they deal with this. Rogers, let's see where she'll go. First base for the out. And moving up is Cushenberry. So Edmeyer retired 1-3, first out of the inning, and Allison Stortz will be the hitter. Stortz in the second inning reached on an error by Chloe Helmer at third base. Pirates lead it here by 6 in the top of the fourth. Runner at second base for St. Charles, and 1 out. Boy, close, but just outside, perhaps a little bit low. Hope Helton is the catcher for the Pirates today. Line to right field, and Cook has it. They're going to hold the runner at third base, as Cook did a great job to, first of all, field the ball on what sometimes is a little bit of a treacherous outfield, and then make a nice throw to Helton at the plate. So Cushenberry to third, and Stortz at first base, second hit of the game for St. Charles. And that brings to the plate Lexi Hagel. Hagel struck out against Rogers her first time. One ball. In the outfield for the Pirates, Murray, Boyer, and Cook left to right. One ball, 1 strike. Cassie Rogers, a freshman, 11-7 record and a 3.94 ERA starting this game. Runner halfway to the plate. Rogers is going to try to get her at third, and no, not in time. So the bases are loaded on the fielder's choice by Rogers. Stortz will be at second base and Hagel at first base, and out to the circle and beyond will be head coach Sarah Van Dyke. You see her there on the left side talking to Jonathan Groth, and now John's going to go talk to home plate umpire Wyatt Studi and see what we can learn here. The call is safe, and it's going to remain that way.
Now batting the center fielder, number 71, Lucy Fahatin.
And Fahatin has a chance to put a dent in the scoreboard for St. Charles here in the top of the fourth inning. 1 out. Fahatin lined the ball to Rogers that turned into a double play in the second inning. Infield is in. Ground ball. Becker's going to go to third for the force there. So another fielder's choice, and Stortz is retired 6-5 for the second out. Cushenberry scores. Hagel now at second. Fahatin is at first, and the hitter is Brooke Scott. Second at first for the Cougars, and ball outside to Brooke Scott. Scott walked and scored a run in the first inning after stealing second base. She's also rolled one back to Rogers in the circle. Toward Ivy Hearn and through into the outfield. 1 run comes toward the plate. And that's all St. Charles will get. Second and third now on an RBI single by Scott, her 17th RBI of the year. She advances to second base on the throw home.
Now batting the shortstop, number 8, Gerald Hoffman.
Gerald Hoffman is the hitter. Again, second and third, still lots of life for the Cougars here. Hoffman struck out and has grounded out in 2 appearances at the plate. And right back to Rogers, who's a reliable fielder in the inning, comes to a close. But a couple of runs, 3 runs actually for the Cougars in the frame. And right back in it is St. Charles down 7-3. Partners with North Central Missouri College Athletics include Farmers Bank of Northern Missouri. Bank on the go with Farmers Bank mobile app. Pettijohn Ford, now offering low upfront prices and no hidden fees on every vehicle in stock. St. Luke's Health System. St. Luke's unique combination of clinical excellence and compassionate care makes them the best place to get care. Grundy County Lumber, your authorized local steel dealer. BTC Bank, agriculturally minded, service-oriented, and driven to strengthen the communities it serves. So 2 runs on 2 hits for St. Charles in the inning, and they trail it 7-3 headed to the bottom of the 4th inning. The Pirates will start at the top of their order with Riley Boyer leading it off, and then it'll be Hope Helton and Brooklyn Becker in this 7-3 game. We'll have the second game of the doubleheader, of course, about 30 minutes, perhaps maybe a little bit longer. We'll have the introduction of the sophomores between games. We'll be live for that, and we also have a chat with Riley Boyer, who leads off this inning for the Pirates. Riley is a sophomore from Maysville, Missouri, so big day for her and all the Pirates, even though they'll be at home a couple of more times this year. And she takes the ball. Our broadcast schedule now is changed a little bit with some rainouts. We'll be here on Tuesday for the softball doubleheader against Metropolitan Community College. 2 balls, no strikes. And then on Wednesday, the rescheduled doubleheader with State Fair. Then on Thursday, we switch to baseball again, a rescheduled game against State Fair. Pirates have Metro on Tuesday, Wednesday State Fair at home, and then they'll see where they end up for the regional playoff, which begins, I believe, on Friday. And there's Boyer drawing a base on balls, and she is dangerous as a base stealer, and she'll be at first base.
The catcher, number 1, Hope Helton.
Boyer has 50 steals and has only been caught 3 times. She is number 6 in the nation in stolen bases. Helton has a solo home run in this game, and there goes Boyer on a little bit of a delay steal into second base. You could make a point, or you could make the case for that being a wild pitch since it kind of ended up in the dirt, but because Boyer was going, I guess we'll call it a stolen base. But I want to say once again for you Cougar fans in particular, Pirate fans know this, but I am not the official scorekeeper. 1-1 to Helton. Just on the outside part of the plate, perhaps a little bit low from Stortz. So Boyer in scoring position for the Pirates at second. Helton with 34 RBI now following the solo home run. And a 3-1 pitch coming up. Now the count full. Pirates got 2 runs in the second, 5 last inning. St. Charles, 1 run in the first, 2 in the top of the fourth. Foul ball by Hope Helton. Riley Boyer is led off with a walk and stolen second base. Now a full count to Hope Helton. That may be in play. It's down the right field line, and it is a fair ball. It dropped just inside the line. And so again, another blooper for the Pirates. Puts a runner on base.
Now batting the shortstop, number 3, Brooklyn Becker.
So you couldn't throw it out there much better, I don't think. As Becker comes to the plate, let's take a look at that little jam shot again by Helton. Booker looking to bunt and a strike called. Boyer at third, Helton at first. And 1 strike to Becker. 0-2 now. Pirates with runners at second and third and nobody out. Hit hard by Becker, but curving and just foul. Brooklyn Becker is a lot like Emily Geary in that she leads in a lot of offensive categories for the Pirates. 9 home runs, 48 RBI. She now has 63 hits with her 2 singles today. Way high. Boyer safe. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Brooklyn Becker from Warrensburg, Missouri. A little breaking ball that broke too far out, and it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Wind blowing hard towards center field for the most part. Becker now 2 balls, 2 strikes. Toward the hole, nice snag by Hoffman at shortstop, and she'll just eat it. And runners will be all over. Let's see, Helton is now at third base as Boyer scores, and now the late steal by Becker, and she's in at second base.
Now batting the pitcher, number 20, Cassie Rogers.
So an infield single for Becker and an RBI. Runner still at second and third, and a foul ball. Cassie Rogers is grounded out and flown out to right. Helton at third. Becker at second. And is that a stolen base? Ball really wasn't put into play after the stop on the infield by Hoffman. Becker just waited for a player to turn her back or make some kind of move away from her and ends up going to second. So it's really no error involved. But the ball had not been put into play by the pitcher stepping on the rubber. But I also don't think time had been called, so who knows? Evidently time wasn't called, or they wouldn't have allowed Becker to go to second. So it's a statistical mystery at this point. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Rogers. And we'll do it again at 2-2. Cassie Rogers has become an integral part of this team this year, her freshman year, with the best record on the team in the circle, the most innings pitched. And now her bat's starting to show a little something too. That's off the glove of Storts. They won't get Rogers. 1 run scores, and now with the overthrow, also coming in is Becker. So that's going to go as I believe, an error on the second baseman that allows Rogers to go to second. I think pretty clearly she had beaten out the play, so let's give her an RBI, but no second RBI. The Pirates have scored a couple of runs on the play. And one RBI to Cassie Rogers gives her 11 on the year. And now the pitching change will come. And we will take a moment to gather our thoughts and get some information on the new pitcher here as they will go to the bullpen and bring in Micaiah Didell. Back with that in a moment.
Hi, I'm Kimberly Meeker. I'm the Director of Financial Aid here at North Central Missouri College. Fill out every scholarship application that you can. Anything that you can fill it out. It may take you a couple hours, but if in return you receive a $1,000 scholarship, I believe that's a pretty good return on investment. The NCMC scholarship application is available each year, and it's due by March 31st for the upcoming fall.
McKenna Didell is the new reliever for the Cougars, and when you look at Allison Stortz's stats, she ends up going 3 complete innings, did not get an out here in the 4th inning, has already given up 3 runs and has another runner on base. So 10 runs allowed by Stortz in the game. And now Murray fails to bunt with a runner at first base, strike 1. So 10 runs on 11 hits for the starter Stortz. And that one's inside. Riley Murray has an RBI triple in the game. She's 1 for 2. And there's Didell, the new pitcher. And that ball in the dirt is going to allow Rogers to go to second base. So we had said that Rogers went to second base on an error. She did not. She returned to first base, so no error on that last play before the pitching change. But now she's at second base on a wild pitch. And Murray has a count of 3-1. Pirates lead at 10-3 here in the 4th. Right down the middle to Murray. McKenna Didell is a freshman who has a 1-1 record and an 8.79 ERA. She has thrown limited innings this year, 14 1/3. Three balls, 2 strikes, still nobody out. A runner at second base for North Central. Cassie Rogers. And another foul ball by Kylie Murray. So Riley Murray against McKenna Didell. That's it hard and deep, and that one is a no-doubter. A 2-run home run for Riley Murray. Murray's second home run of the year, and now in the game she has 3 RBI.
Now batting playing first base, number 15, Gracie McKinney.
And the Pirates are really starting to stretch that lead out. Gracie McKinney is next for the Pirates. Still nobody out. And Didell misses it wide. McKenna Didell throwing relief against North Central in the second game of the March doubleheader. 3 innings, 5 hits, 4 runs. One of those runs was the only one that was earned. 2 balls, no strikes. Boyer started out the inning with a walk and a stolen base, then a single to Hilton behind first base, an infield single and an RBI for Becker, RBI single for Rogers, and now a 2-run home run by Riley Murray. And that incidentally closes the scoring on Allison Storts, who gives up 11 runs officially to the hole. Hoffman, and still makes the play. Nice play by Hoffman to throw out Gracie McKinney. And that's exactly what the Cougars needed. They get their first out of the inning.
Second base number 13, Ivy Hearn.
Ivy Hearn comes to the plate. She's been on base twice, a single and a walk. Ball 1. One strike. Boy, that one not too far off the plate to Ivy. One ball, one strike. And a second one to Ivy Hearn. Nobody on base. The Pirates have put 5 up in the inning. And strike 3 called, and Hearn is the second out of the inning. So McKenna, after the first hitter she faced hit a home run, Riley Murray, now has gotten a ground out and a strikeout as she gets ready to face Kalens Cook. Kalens has an RBI in a fielder's choice situation. Then she hit a 3-run home run, her first homer of the year, last inning. Pretty nice sophomore recognition day performance, wouldn't you say? And a wide corner makes it 1-1. You know what? I'm okay with that. When we get to 9 runs difference, yeah, I can live with that. One ball, 2 strikes. Nobody on base for the Pirates, but they have blown this one open here in the bottom of the 4th. And the ball caught by the catcher, no throw necessary. The 3rd out of the inning recorded, but a big inning for the Pirates as they come up with 5, and they, as we said, have really stretched this lead out. Back with the top of the 5th in a moment.
Before you open your eyes, at Smithfield, we're busy slow smoking. Before you sizzle, we hand select and hand trim. Before you were born, we gave birth to flavor, which you'll find in every bite of our naturally delicious hickory smoked bacon. Flavor hails from Smithfield.
Cassie Rogers has a little bit to work with here as she goes back to the circle looking for her 12th win of the year against 7 losses. The Pirates put up 5 runs in the last inning on 4 hits. And now the Cougars need to get their offense going a little bit just to stay in the game. Emily Geary is a good place to start. She has an RBI single and has reached on an error so far today. Rogers facing Geary. 1 ball. Hope Helton remains catching for the Pirates. Geary will be followed by Reese Smith and then Caitlin Cushenberry. 2 balls, no strikes. Along with all the other stats for Emily Geary, she has a 1.305 on base plus slugging mark. And obviously leads the team in that category. She's just done a little bit of everything. And it was kind of interesting that Dustin Wengert was saying that she didn't have a monster year last year as a freshman. She was good, but not quite like she is this year with her 14 home runs and now 47 RBI. 2-2 pitch. And we'll do it again. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Emily against North Central was 1 for 2 in the first game in March, and then 2 for 4 with a triple in the second game. Also had an RBI in that game. And a high pitch fouled away. Boy, I think Gary's eyes got really big because when she turned around after making that swing, I could see her face, and she was a little bit disgusted with herself, I think, that she missed that high breaking ball. Well, she didn't miss that one. That is drilled to left field, and that's gone for a solo home run. Boy, oh boy, the single-season home run leader at St. Charles hits again for a home run. She is as good as advertised. And now 12-4.
Reese Smith.
Reese Smith is the next hitter. One ball. Rogers has walked 1, hit a batter, struck out 3. And I'm just going back through the innings. There has been only 1 inning among the 5 that a leadoff hitter has not reached base, and yet the Pirates sit here feeling pretty good about themselves, up by 8. Helmer knocks it down, won't have a play, and Reese Smith is on.
Now batting the catcher, number
And I'm going to rule that as an error on Helmer. That is the 4th error on the Pirates. And if St. Charles was looking to rally, this is exactly the way that they would go about it. They get a big blast. They've got a runner on now. Cushenberry is the hitter. She's very solid. Becker to Hearn, and she won't be able to get that throw off. So a fielder's choice has Cushenberry at first base. Hearn is out 6-4 for the first out. And now out goes head coach Dustin Wengert, and I'm wondering if, there's something about second base that he is concerned about. They have not called interference or anything like that. The putouts was by Becker over to Hearn at second base, and then with the runner at her feet, Hearn couldn't really get a throw off. What they're going to do here is bring out Cushenberry for a runner. Maybe they did. I'm going to take all of that back. They did apparently call interference, and so it's going to turn into a double play. So the interference would be on Reese Smith, and what got me crossed up was that Cushenberry stayed at first, which of course makes sense if they're waiting for a possible overturn of that call. But it'll be interference, and the double play ruled. So 2 outs. And that'll be into right field, a base hit, and it gets behind the right fielder, Cook. Eggmeyer will stop at second base. It'll be a single for Eggmeyer and an error on the right fielder, allowing her to go to second, and the Pirates have made another error. And again, this is what has been the Achilles heel of this team, that when the errors start, there can be a lot of them. Now with 2 outs, the hitter will be Didell, who came in to pitch, and she hits in the 7th hole. So McKenna Didell is sitting here in the 7th spot, formerly occupied by Allison Stortz. 1-1. Didell has a 189 average with no homers and 3 RBI. 37 at-bats for her this season, so she doesn't get a hit all that often. Right down the middle by freshman pitcher Cassie Rogers. And there's a strike on the outside corner, and down goes Didell to end the inning. And an interesting inning it was, with a leadoff home run, and that is going to end the game on the mercy rule here with the Pirates up 12-4. Remember, we will have the sophomore recognition day, but before that we'll be back with some looks at the scoring for today's game, highlights, and more coming up.
Scholarships are very important at North Central Missouri College because of the need of our students, and that's been proven year after year.
Hi, I'm Kimberly Meeker. I'm the Director of Financial Aid here at North Central Missouri College. Fill out every scholarship application that you can. Anything that you can fill it out. It may take you a couple hours, but if in return you receive a $1,000 scholarship, I believe that's a pretty good return on investment. The NCMC scholarship application is available each year, and it's due by March 31st for the upcoming fall. You can also reach out to your high school counselor. They're going to be made aware of any scholarship opportunities within your community. Look to local organizations, look to churches. Additional resources for scholarships are Missouri Scholarship Central. That's actually a portal that you can create an account with. Based on your profile, it will actually send scholarship opportunities to your email that are tailored to your profile. As they add scholarship opportunities all throughout the year, you're going to receive emails when those opportunities apply to your profile.
My name is Jenna Stevens. I'm the Director of Advising and Retention at NCMC, and I also serve as the A+ Coordinator. The A+ Scholarship is a great financial resource for students. It will pay tuition and general fees for completed coursework that's required for your degree at NCMC.
Scholarships make a big difference in the ability to attend school. Whether you're a first-generation student, a normal matriculating traditional student, or an adult student who sat out or not been to college at all, scholarships help immensely.
Should you have any questions, you can always contact the Financial Aid Office. We're located on the NCMC campus. You can reach us by phone at 660-357-6513, or you can email us at financialaid@mail.ncmissouri.edu.
If you have questions about how to utilize the A+ Scholarship at NCMC, feel free to contact me, Jenna Stevens, and I'll be happy to answer your questions.
Final in 5 innings, 12-4. The Pirates win their 3rd game against no losses against St. Charles this year, and they do so behind 12 hits and The 5-hit pitching of Cassie Rogers, who goes the distance to pick up her 12th win of the year. She's 12-7. She gave up 4 runs on 5 hits, walking 1, hitting 1 batter, striking out 4, and overcame 6 errors. Let me make sure that's right. 5 errors for the Pirates, but the Pirates also turned a double play on a line drive back to the circle, and they got a double play on an interference by St. Charles at the bottom of the inning, or that last inning rather, when the double play ball interference was ruled at second base as Ivy Hearn was trying to turn the double play. So the Pirates end up with their 12 runs on 12 hits, 4 runs on 5 hits for St. Charles. The losing Cougar pitcher is Allison Storts, who went 3 innings, gave up 11 runs on 11 hits. She is now 11-5 with the loss. And McKenna Didell threw an inning for the Cougars as well. Offensively for the Cougars, their runs scored on an RBI in the first inning by Emily Geary. Geary came back with a home run in the 5th inning. In the 4th inning, 2 runs scored for the Cougars. Reaching on an errand was Cushenberry, and Allison Storts had a single. They were driven in by Brooke Scott, and then the final run was the home run by Geary. The Pirates got their runs starting in the 2nd inning, an RBI on a fielder's choice by Kaylin Cook, an RBI double by Maeve Lavoie. Then in the 3rd inning, a home run by Hope Helton, her first of the year. Also in the inning, an RBI triple by Riley Murray, a 3-run home run by Kaylin Cook in the inning. And in the final inning, the Pirates get an RBI single from Cassie Rogers, a 2-run home run from Riley Murray, and a missing run, an interference an infield single also scored a run in that inning. Final 12-4. The Pirates end up winning it in 5 innings. We are waiting for the sophomore award ceremony. We will wait for just a moment here. It's coming up very quickly, but let's go ahead and take this time out.
Ready for more? Introducing Hy-Vee Plus. Get a Hy-Vee Plus premium membership for just $99 a year and get fuel savings every time you shop in-store and online. Plus, exclusive deals and offers every month. Plus, you can call our Red Line hotline day or night for anything you need. Plus, free standard delivery and free express pickup. Plus, a personal online shopper. With Hy-Vee Plus, our plus equals more. Sign up today.
Our sophomore recognition ceremony is coming up here in just a minute. The Pirates feel good after winning the first game of the doubleheader, and they are now 24-20 on the year. They have an outside chance, perhaps, of moving into the top 4 in the region and hosting a sub-regional starting on Friday, but not a very good chance, to be honest. They likely will be on the road starting on Friday for that sub-regional as one of the lower 4 teams in the region. But again, we're kind of waiting to see how it all plays out. This will be a very busy and big week for Region 16. We are waiting for the sophomore recognition, as we say. You can kind of see they're starting to get organized a little bit with the parents off to the other side, and we'll have that sophomore recognition ceremony coming up in just a moment. We're also going to have an At the Break feature here between games. Riley Boyer is going to be our guest right after the sophomore recognition is over, so we'll kind of hang on here and tread some water as we wait to see when this sophomore recognition ceremony will take place. Coming up on Pirates Digital Media, we will be back on Tuesday with the softball doubleheader against Metro. That is a first pitch 1 o'clock doubleheader, and we'll have it here live with our pregame starting about 12:40. And then the next day we'll have the makeup with State Fair Community College in softball. That will start at 2 o'clock, the doubleheader against Metro Tuesday, doubleheader against State Fair coming up on Wednesday. On Thursday, we'll turn our attention to baseball, as baseball will be hosting State Fair, and we'll have that live as well. Now let's go down to the field.
Central Missouri College is proud to have student athletes who represent the school through hard work, both on the field and in the classroom. Today, we would like to call attention to those 11 members of the softball team who have dedicated their time and effort to this program. First up, number 2, Riley Boyer. Riley is from Maysville, Missouri. She is being escorted by her parents, Reed and Kara Boyer. Her favorite memory during her time here at North Central Missouri College is going to bingo nights with the girls. After North Central, Riley plans to transfer to Northwest Missouri State University to pursue a degree in molecular biology. Number 2, Riley Boyer. Next up, number 5, Chloe Helmer. Chloe is from Platte City, Missouri. She is the daughter of Ron and Kathy Helmer. Her favorite memory of North Central is when the girls let her be their hairdresser. Chloe's plans for after NCMC is to attend the University of Missouri and earn a degree in speech and language pathology. Number 5, Chloe Helmer. Next up, number 6, Kaylance Cook. Kaylance is from Savannah, Missouri. She is being escorted by her parents, Charlie and Natasha Cook. Kaylance's favorite memory while at North Central is hanging out in the lounge, watching movies and shows in our free time. Following North Central, Kaylance plans on attending Northwest Missouri State University to pursue a degree in elementary education. Number 6, Kaylance Cook. Next up, number 7, Riley Murray. And I hope I say this right, but Riley is from Ozaki, Kansas. She is the daughter of TJ and Sonia Murray. Her favorite memory while being at North Central Missouri College are the Thanksgiving and Christmas dinners with the team. After her time at North Central, Riley plans to get her business degree online and go wherever the Lord Jesus takes her. Number 7, Riley Murray. Number 8, Lauren Crone. Lauren is from Princeton, Missouri. She is the daughter of Matt and Kelly Crone. Her favorite memory at North Central is going to Myrtle Beach last year and making lifelong friends. LK's plan after NCMC is to go into pre-physical therapy program at Truman State University to get her bachelor's in exercise science and sports medicine and then go to a PT school. Number 8, Lauren Crone. Number 10, Maeve Lavoie. Maeve is from St. Alberta, Canada. She is being escorted by her parents, Eric and Fiona Lavoie. Maeve's favorite memory at North Central is meeting new people and making friends that will last a lifetime. After NCMC, Maeve is planning to continue her education and to get a degree in health exercise science. Number 10, Maeve Lavoie. Number 13, Ivy Hearn. Ivy is from Platte City, Missouri. She's been escorted by her parents, Nelson and Regina Hearn. Her favorite memories during her time at NCMC are the late night drives with the girls. After North Central, Ivy plans to attend the University of Missouri to pursue an animal science degree. Number 13, Ivy Hearn. Next up, number 15, Gracie McKinney. Gracie is from Norborn, Missouri. She is the daughter of Jason and McKinney. Her favorite memory at NCMC is meeting all her friends and new people. After North Central, Gracie is planning to attend Northwest Missouri State University to continue her academics and athletics. Number 15, Gracie McKinney. Next up, number 16, Taya Lyle. Taya is from Savannah, Missouri. She is the daughter of Brooke Lyle and Spencer Oliver and Dustin Lyle and Nancy Lyle. Her favorite memory during her time at North Central is when her and the girls snuck out of their hotel room during spring break last year and went to get ice cream, past curfew. Taya's plan following graduation is to go to Northwest Missouri State University and get her bachelor's degree in elementary education. Number 16, Taya Lyle. Number 19, Chloe Bell. Chloe is from St. Joseph, Missouri. She is the daughter of Tracy Jones and Chad Bell. Her favorite memory while at NCMC is going to the river to hang out and play in the clay. After graduation, Chloe plans to use the next year to work and take the prerequisites needed to get her into the radiology technology program. Number 19, Chloe Bell. Number 23, Haley Shepherdson. Haley is from Weston, Missouri. She's being escorted by her parents, Anthony and Danette Shepherdson. Her favorite memory from her time at North Central was creating T-Mo on Minecraft with her friends. Following NCMC, Haley is planning to attend ultrasound tech school. Number 23, Haley Shepherdson. A message to everyone from Coach Sarah Van Dyke. A simple thank you is not enough, but thank you, girls, for everything you have done. Thank you for sticking through it when things got tough and always keeping things fun and interesting. Thank you for not only being good teammates, but also being good teachers to your other teammates and to me. Finally, thank you for leaving our program better than you found it. Each and every one of you will forever hold a special place in my heart. You truly are a remarkable group.
So a nice recognition of the sophomores here, and there are a bunch of them. 11, I believe, were honored here between games, and so that's always a highlight of the end of the season as the Pirates highlight their sophomores here on Sophomore Recognition Day. The first game goes to North Central Missouri College. We'll be back with the second game in just a moment, but before we do that, we are going to take you to our At the Break feature. Our At the Break feature today features a sophomore. Riley Boyer is our guest. Welcome to our At the Break feature. It's good to have you. Riley, I think one of the things that I want to talk to you about is your stolen bases. You have a tendency to steal a lot of bases. You are high in the nation inside the top 10 in stolen bases. How much does a stolen base mean to you?
It really just means an opportunity for me to get into a better position to help my team out to score. Really, I just, I'm running. That's yep. I've been a runner my whole life. I like just running. Personally, I think, it's obviously just not about me. It's about the team and just putting myself in a better position to help us win a game.
Right, right. It doesn't seem like you're running hard. When I run hard, but I don't get there very fast. What about you? Have you been a sprinter? Have you been a long-distance runner? What have you done?
Yeah, I'm a sprinter. Both my parents were sprinters. And in high school, I did track. I was a 100, 200, 4x1, 4x2. I did all of that. So yeah, I'm definitely short distance. You don't want to put me in anything longer than a 400.
But you're also very good offensively, and we're going to get to your defense in just a moment. But offensively, when you are stealing, what are some of the key things that you have to pay attention to?
Well, first, I don't want to leave the bag early. We just want to be
Go
good.
Through, through the rule. Yeah.
Okay.
What's the rule?
Well, you don't want to leave the bag early. We were just talking about that. You want to make sure you get your timing, right. You want to be able to leave as quickly as you can, but in the right amount of time. And then what I like doing, I do this thing, it's called a hook slide, and where I'm like, here's the bag, and then I'm sliding around the bag and just basically grabbing onto the bag with my hand and holding on for dear life. You just want to see where the shortstop is fielding the ball, and that's what's important, because you want to get around that tag, you want to get under it. So seeing where they are on which side of the bag really helps you figure out how to get safe and how to get there in time.
I've noticed something over the years, but this year especially. When you go to the plate, you draw a line from the batter's box forward out toward the pitcher. What's that all about?
So when I'm slapping, I tend to have a tendency, I really like to open up my hips to try to get to first base before I actually hit the ball. So that helps me. It's a mentality thing to help me stay in line, stay going towards the pitcher before I hit the ball, rather than open up my hips and run to first, because when you do that, you take your eyes off the ball and you have a bigger chance of missing it when you swing.
Now let's talk about your close personal relationship with center field fences.
Yeah.
You have gone, just in the games I've seen, you have gone to the fence, over the fence, into the fence.
Yeah.
So what is that like, having to deal with those high fly balls and the fence?
I've never been afraid of the fence. I've always really put my body on the line. I mean, coach can tell you, I'm not afraid to dive for the ball. I'm not afraid to put my body on the line for it. Yeah. I've been playing outfield since I was 12. So I have a lot of experience out there. I'm very confident in my position. And yeah, it's just having that experience and not being afraid to.
Well, you remember the other day I was over there when you were getting taped up by Megan Erickson, our trainer. You were being put together kind of like a Frankenstein monster. It was on the back of your and that came from falling over the fence?
Yeah, so when we played MCC at MCC, they have these snow fences, but they don't have them set up really tight. So when I went over to the fence, I was going full speed to try and catch a ball. Unfortunately, I didn't catch that, but the fence basically picked up my feet from underneath me, and I landed right on my neck, and I felt it pop all the way up. But I still finished the game, and I'm still playing. So
right. What's your best catch ever at North Central?
Oh gosh, the one that's the most memorable to me was region last year when we were playing Three Ribs for the third place game or something like that. I don't remember. But we were winning, but they had one of their best hitters up. She had been hitting home runs all season, and she hit one. It was straight to me, coming over the fence. I was over here, and then I just tracked it right into my glove. And it was just very memorable because it was, region, and it was Three Ribs. They were ranked first.
Right.
So.
Right. Well, tell me this. This team has at times played very well, sometimes not played so well, but you're right in the thick of it for the region, along with, it seems like, all the 7 other teams. Mm-hmm. What is the talk right now on the team about being able to compete well in the postseason?
I think we can compete well. I am very confident with our girls. We trust each other. We all get along. It's just a matter of taking it one game at a time, always being there for each other and picking each other up. It's not just a one-person do-it-all thing. It takes a team to win, and we all firmly believe that. And so that's what we're just going to stick with and just keep doing our best.
The doubleheader against St. Charles is going to be Sophomore Recognition Day. You're a sophomore.
Yep.
How do you feel about getting to the end of this season?
It's bittersweet. This is my last year playing. I'm going to miss these girls. I've been playing my entire life. So as we get closer to the end of the season, I just am taking everything in, making sure I remember everyone, remember everything, and I'm just going out there and doing my hardest.
So when you say that you're not going to play at a four-year school next year?
No.
What are your plans for the future?
I'm going to transfer to Northwest. I'm going to get my bachelor's in cellular and molecular biology.
What in the world? Are you like the smartest person on earth?
No, but
that sounds daunting.
Yeah.
That sounds like a challenge.
No, I'm excited for it.
Tell me what that is. What are you going to end up doing?
So what I want to do is I want to work in a lab and I want to create animal vaccines.
Oh.
So I've always loved animals. I used to want to be a veterinarian, but then I started getting more into like the science-based portion of it, and I fell in love with that. I have two uncles. Well, my dad's brother, my mom's brother. They both work for big like pharmaceutical companies, and they have like told me about all of the stuff that they do, and like it's just like wow, I really want to do that.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. How has school been at North Central? Has this been a good choice for your education?
It has. It's good. I'm here for free, which is great. And
because
of the A+, yes. So that's really helped me like get my associate's degree and get that out of the way.
Right.
And then just the people here. Everyone's so nice. Everyone wants to see you succeed, and that's something I don't feel like you can get everywhere.
Right. Yeah. Well, you talked about your parents were track athletes, were sprinters, right? Tell us a little bit about them, if you would, please.
My parents. They've supported me my whole life. I have two other little sisters as well. I'm the oldest.
Name some names. So what are your sisters' names?
So I have Cadence and Lily. Cadence actually also attends NCMC online. Oh. And then Lily is a junior in high school this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what do your mom and dad do?
My dad works for Herzog in St. Joe. He is the big man out there. And then my mom works for the conservation department, and she basically handles all their money and, likes to say she's the boss lady there as well. But
how are you in terms of leadership and that kind of thing? Do you consider yourself a leader on the team?
I would consider myself having leadership qualities. Maybe sometimes I'm a little tentative, and I'm not as I like being a peacekeeper. I don't like being someone to tell people what to do, but I'm not afraid to tell people that they need to do something, or hey guys, we're really quiet, we need to be cheering, or hey guys, I know you struck out, but you gotta move on. It'll be okay. Right.
Well, Riley Boyer has been our guest. Thank you so much for doing this with us. I wish we could talk a little bit longer. You're very articulate. You've thought some of this stuff through, I can tell.
Yeah.
And good luck to you at Northwest.
Thank you.
And as well as the rest of the season.
Thank you.
We will start the second game in just a few minutes. We're not going to shut down or anything. You can just keep this live, and we'll be back with the first pitch momentarily. And welcome to the second game of the doubleheader between North Central Missouri College and St. Charles Community College after the Pirates win the first game in 5 innings by a 12-4 score. They are going for the doubleheader sweep, of course, and they will start again. Cassie Rogers in the circle today as she was the winner in the first game, going all 5 innings for the Pirates. Let's take a look at the lineup for St. Charles. The Cougars will start out with Brooke Scott again leading off and playing left. Lucy Fahatin moves into the second spot and will play center field, followed by Emily Geary, then Caitlin Cushenberry, Emma Eggmeyer. Kelsey Plasterer gets the start at the number 6 spot in the lineup and in right field. Peyton Seitz will be the designated player and hit 7th. Kaylin Grammer, the starting pitcher, will hit 8th. And Jarrah Hoffman, who played in the first game, will be the shortstop for the Cougars. The Pirates defensively will start Haley Shepherdson in the same battery with Rogers. On the infield, Addison Huber will be the third baseman with Becker at short. Chloe Bell at second base and Tasia Davis starting at first base. And here we go with a first pitch strike from the returning starter, if you will, Cassie Rogers. So Rogers, who started the doubleheader at Missouri State University West Plains, gets the start again here, and Brooke Scott grounds out for the first out of the first inning. So now it'll be Fahatin who will step in with 1 out. Lucy in the first game was hitting in the number 9 spot. She hit into a double play and into a fielder's choice. And takes a strike here from Cassie Rogers. So I think we've got everything settled here. And Rogers looks into the left-handed catching Haley Shepherdson, and that's right through the legs of Becker, an error to start the game. Well, the Pirates made 5 errors in the first game and were able to win it in 5 innings. But again, that's been the trouble spot for the Pirates defensively. And they've got trouble at the plate right now with Emily Geary coming up. Geary hit a home run in the first game. She has been on a massive streak this year and is the single-season home run leader as Fahatin able to go to second base. And it's ball 1 to Geary. Emily also had an RBI single in the first game. That's toward Chloe Bell, who bobbles it and is able to pick it up and get Geary while Fahatin moves to third.
Now batting the catcher, number 22, Caitlin Cushenberry.
Taya Davis is playing first base in this game for the Pirates. In the outfield, Murray, Boyer, and Lavoie now playing right field, as the hitter is Caitlin Cushenberry. And that's a strike, a live ball into the glove of Shepherdson. Cushenberry has 2 homers and 19 RBI. Strike called by Jonathan Groth, who's the home plate umpire in this game. Again to Bell, the backhanded stop this time to Davis, and the inning is complete. An error put a runner on base, but other than that, no trouble for the restarting pitcher, if you will. Cassie Rogers gets through things without any difficulty. We go to the bottom of the first with no score. Whether you are a Pirate fan or a Cougar fan, we're glad you could join us on this presentation of Pirates digital media coverage of North Central Missouri College sports. I am Rick Cole, and we go to the bottom of the first inning where Riley Boyer will lead it off for the Pirates against Kaylin Grammer. Grammer is a freshman from Carbondale, Illinois. She has a 12-9 record with a 3.95 ERA, 144 innings, just a tick underneath that on the season with 142 hits allowed. She has given up 81 earned runs, walking 18 and striking out 153. So we start this game with the pitcher for St. Charles, new to the circle, and Cassie Rogers starting for the second time today for the Pirates. Riley Boyer for ball one. She had a bunt single and a walk in the first game. Also a stolen base and scored a run. And a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Kaylin Grammer has allowed 17 home runs, and today is a day in which the wind pushing the ball out. We've had, 3-4 home runs in the first game? Boyer is really not a threat to hit a home run. She's more of a slapper and a speedster. Maeve Lavoie, who follows behind her, is certainly capable of a home run. Brooklyn Becker, the third hitter, also swings a very powerful bat. There's a walk, and Boyer is on base. We talked about her in the first game. Now she's going to take off for second base, and no one's paying attention, and Boyer goes to second.
Now batting to right fielder, number 10, Maeve Lavoie.
Grammer, the pitcher, was behind the rubber looking down at the dirt. You could probably see it right there, waiting for Lavoie to step in, and Boyer just sweeps all the way to second base. She saw that, took off, no throw. In fact, Grammer, I don't think, even realized what was happening until Boyer was at second base. So, Maeve Lavoie now with a runner at second and looks at a pitch outside. Defensively, Cushenberry behind the plate again for the Cougars. Eggmeyer returns to third, the same with Hoffman at short. Hagel still the second baseman, and now Emily Geary is playing first. Strike on the hands of Lavoie. 1-2. Riley Boyer has walked and stolen second base, and that'll be out of play. Lavoie has 30 RBI, along with 4 home runs, but again, she has been out of the lineup for a couple of weeks with an injury. Just outside as Grammer didn't miss by much. And now Boyer's going to go to third base. So Boyer again pushing the limits a little bit. She goes from second to third. And we'll take a look at that here in just a moment. Lavoie hits one in the air. It should stay in play and is caught out there by Scott, but the runner will tag, and Riley Boyer scores to make it 1-0. So Lavoie with her 31st RBI of the year, and the Pirates jump up. But Boyer with 2 stolen bases, and this is kind of what it looked like with Kerr leading off second base. The throw goes back to the pitcher, and Boyer took off, and that's how she got to third. Here's Rogers, Becker rather, with nobody on base, takes a ball. And 1-1. Brooklyn Becker is a freshman. 9 home runs. Sweeps through that one, an off-speed pitch by Grammer. Kaylin is from Carbondale, Illinois. Foul ball. She pitched against North Central in the doubleheader at St. Charles earlier this year. Was in March. She was the losing pitcher in game 1. In 4 innings, 9 hits and 10 runs allowed, but only 5 of those runs were earned. Two and two. Brooklyn Becker in the second game against St. Charles in March had 2 doubles and an RBI. Not going to get anything here. She swings and misses for the second out. So 1 in for the Pirates on the sacrifice fly by Maeve Lavoie here in the bottom of the first inning. And Addison Huber sees an at-bat for the first time today. She's hitting .357 with 4 homers and 32 RBIs. She's the third baseman for North Central in this game. Went outside on her again, but a little bit low. 1-1. And now 2 balls and 1 strike. North Central after the 5-inning win in game 1, 24-20. And now 3-1. A walk, a pair of stolen bases for Boyer, and then Maeve Lavoie's sacrifice fly have the Pirates up by a run here early. And that's a swing for strike 2, 3-2. Addison Huber is from Marceline, Missouri, the same hometown as Cassie Rogers. And ball 4. They appeal down to the first base umpire, Wyatt Studi, but he says no swing. And so Huber is the second walk in the inning by Grammer. And Cassie Rogers follows her hometown partner, Huber, to the plate here. Cassie got an RBI in the first game, as well as the win in the circle, and starts game 2 in the circle. Cassie had an RBI in the first game, went 1 for 3. And a couple of players hit their first home runs of the year, as Hope Helton hit her first home run of the year, and who was the other one hit? Oh, Kaylin Cook had a 3-run home run. Ground ball, nice backhand by Eggmeyer, and in time for the out. Eggmeyer has been fantastic on defense, and she makes another play here to end the inning. But the Pirates get a run on a sacrifice fly, and they lead 1-0 after a full inning.
Fully vested in the Trenton community since 1992, Farmers Bank of Northern Missouri is a firm foundation for your financial needs. Whether you choose to utilize the convenient mobile banking app, ATM, drive-up or lobby, the local staff is dedicated to providing you exceptional service. Come grow with us. Farmers Bank of Northern Missouri, member FDIC.
Thanks for joining us on Pirates Digital Media today for North Central Missouri College softball. A note from the baseball game that the Pirates are playing in Union, Missouri against East Central. The Pirates win today 13-7 after losing the first 2 games of the series yesterday. They come back and win 13-7 and now are 21-23 on the year. We'll see baseball on Thursday this week as they play State Fair. That'll be a single 9-inning game to the best of my knowledge. Emma Eggmeyer takes a pitch outside. Emma made another nice defensive play, didn't she? That last part of the inning, the last play of the inning. We'll show it to you here in a moment. Emma has 4 homers, 19 RBI. That's a little pop-up. That's going to be trouble, and Shepherdson won't get to it as it drops in. So Rogers doing everything she could to get to that ball, and same thing for Shepherdson. It'll drop in as, I guess, an infield pop-up single. Here's that play made by Eggmeyer with the backhand down the line to end the last inning. And now she is at first base. I don't know, that's a spinning, backhanded Texas leaguer on the infield. Laying down the bunt is Plaster, and they'll get her on the sacrifice, but Eggmeyer moves to second base. And 1 out in the second inning.
Now batting the designated player, number 2, Peyton Seitz.
Peyton Seitz to the plate for the first time in the doubleheader, a 246 hitter. No homers, 9 RBI. And a runner at second base here for her as the Cougars are down 1-0. Peyton is a freshman. She had a 1-for-3 performance with an RBI in the first game of the doubleheader yesterday against State Fair. One ball, 1 strike. Pirates got their run on a sacrifice fly by Lavoie. And now Seitz trying to tie it up. And that one's down in the dirt. 2-1 for Cassie Rogers, who went 5 innings in the first game, got the win. 4 runs on 5 hits, walked 1, struck out 4. She also hit a batter. But she did the same thing on Thursday when the Pirates played against Missouri State University West Plains. She started the first game, got the complete game win in 7. And then on strikes goes Seitz, so 2 outs. And then in the second game against West Plains, Cassie came back and started again. Got no decision in 4 innings, 5 hits allowed, 4 runs, 3 of them earned. Faced 18, so this double duty is starting to become routine for her. But again, remember, Maeve Lavoie has not been able to play for a couple of weeks, and she is the other main starting pitcher. Kaylin Grammer for the first time at the plate. Just inside. Jonathan Groth is our home plate umpire. Kaylin Grammer hitting a 188 average. And again, probably doesn't get a hit all that often. And a strike called. In fact, we could actually go to the stat sheet and check that, couldn't we? 1 ball, 1 strike. And now 2-1. Caitlin has just 16 at-bats. So, yeah, she doesn't get to the plate all that often. And she takes strike 3 on a beautifully placed fastball by Rogers. So after the single by Emma Eggmeyer, the one that kind of did the backflip a little bit as it dropped in front of the pitcher. 1, 2, 3, a sacrifice and a pair of strikeouts. We are through an inning and a half.
Churning and burning, they yearn for the cup. They deftly maneuver and muscle for rank. Few burning fast on it.
My name's Beth Caldarello, and I work in the library. Sometimes students have to miss a class or they need to take an online test, and we proctor those tests for you. Our online students have access to everything that our on-ground students have. For instance, databases, electronic databases. You're in an academic environment now, so we want to make sure you have the tools, and we make sure that you know how to use those.
Pirates sitting in the bottom of the second inning, up by 1. Haley Shepherdson will lead it off. Then Tasia Davis and Chloe Bell for the Pirates against Kaylin Grammer and her Cougar teammates. Kaylin gave up a base on balls, in fact, a couple of them in the first inning, but a sacrifice fly was the way the Pirates scored as the RBI to Maeve Lavoie. Haley Shepherdson to the plate. We were talking about people who had their first home runs earlier today for the Pirates. Shepherdson had her first home run of the season when she hit a home run, was that last Saturday? I think it might have been. Grammer with a 1-0 pitch, 2-0. Defensively, Cushenberry is her catcher, and around the infield, Eggmeyer, Hoffman, Hagel, and Geary. In the outfield, Scott, Fahatin, and Plaster. Third baseman, Eggmeyer, for the catch. So one down as Shepherdson fouls out. And to the plate comes Tasia Davis. Davis with a 281 average, a homer and 6 RBI. She's from Savannah, Missouri, and faces Kaylin Grammer. Tasia has a homer and 6 RBI this year. She plays first base. One ball, one strike. Speaking of playing first base, Emily Geary playing first base in this game for St. Charles, and that's the position that she's likely going to play at Lindenwood next year. So Justin Wengert saying that they are giving her a little bit of playing time there. This one's deep to right and off the fence, and Davis is going to stay at first base with a single. So Davis comes through with hit.
Now batting, playing second base, number 19, Chloe Bell.
Chloe Bell is the hitter. Bell hitting 280 on the season with a homer and 19 RBI. Just low. The single by Davis is the first hit in 1+ innings for the Pirates. There's a pickoff behind the runner, and Davis is going to go into second base without a throw from Geary. Pirates have found all sorts of ways to advance on the bases, especially in this game with Boyer making 2 kind of blind steals when the defense was resting or throwing the ball back to the pitcher. And now Davis does basically the same thing. This one hit hard by Bell and gone by Chloe Bell. So Chloe Bell with a 2-run home run for the Pirates, her second of the year. And the Pirates lead here early, 3-0.
Now batting the left fielder, number 7, Riley Murray.
Another home run for the Pirates, who have been hitting them fairly frequently. 3 now in the doubleheader. St. Charles has a couple of their own, and Riley Murray is the hitter. Riley in the first game had a home run, a 2-run home run. Also had an RBI triple, so 3 RBI for her in the first game. She has 16 on the year. Eggmeyer She's a calm customer, isn't she? And she handles that one easily. So 2 outs in the inning for Riley Boyer.
Now batting the center fielder, number 2, Riley Boyer.
Boyer in this game walked, and we talked about the stolen bases. She had 2 of them, and not in the typical way. Delayed steal, and then before that, a steal with the pitcher standing behind the rubber and kind of looking down with the ball in her possession. Riley took off and was safe. 1 strike to her here. Now 1-1. So 2 more stolen bases for Boyer. She has 52 on the year now. Started the day as the number 6 total stolen base leader in NJCAA Division I. The ground outs 4-3 is the 3rd out of the inning, but the Pirates get 2 more runs on Chloe Bell's 2-run home run, and the Pirates lead it 3-0 after 2 innings.
Hello, I'm Dr. Lenny Claver, president of North Central Missouri College. I'd like to take this opportunity to tell you a few things about NCMC. We offer associate degrees and certificates that focus on career readiness and easy transferability, with many of our programs ranking at or near the top in the state and nation. Our small class sizes, highly qualified and caring instructors, tutoring services, and affordable tuition make the goal of an excellent college education attainable right here at NCMC. We hope you'll decide to become a pirate, because as we say here all the time, go Pirates.
Cassie Rogers taking her warm-up throws for the Pirates. She has a 3-0 lead here as we go to the top of the 3rd inning. For St. Charles, Jarl Hoffman leads it off, then Brooke Scott and Lucy Fahatin to face Rogers, who total now will be into her 8th inning of work. A starter and complete game winner in 5 innings in Game 1. Rogers has given up no runs on 1 hit here in Game 2. Hoffman lines it past the third baseman, a base hit. Knocked down in the outfield by Riley Murray. It's the 2nd hit of the game for St. Charles. So Hoffman jumps on that one and sets up Brooke Scott, the leadoff hitter, who had a comebacker to the circle, a soft one in the 1st inning. Bunting, good bunt. Davis can't hang on to it, and everybody's going to be safe. So the Pirates, after making an error in the 1st inning, have their 2nd one here, and it comes in the 3rd inning.
Now batting the center fielder.
Runners at 1st and 2nd. Lucy Fahatin is the hitter. She reached on the 1st error of the game. And behind her is the scary Emily Geary. Said with all due respect, she's just a great hitter. Rogers working here on Fahatin, and that will go foul. You might notice Fahatin wears number 71, and I had a chance to ask her about that. As you see, that's 71 on her back. She, as I understand it, I think I remember it correctly, she had worn 17 in high school, didn't have a very good last year. Who's going to play this game ball? And it's Rogers in time for the out. It's a sacrifice for Fahatin. But she did not play well her senior year. Wanted to change her number in college, so she just reversed it to 71.
Playing first base, number 18, Emily Geary.
So the runner at first base, Scott, moves up. Hoffman stays at 3rd on the sacrifice. 1 out in the inning, and Geary is the hitter. And she smacks it. And you can forget about this one. It makes it a 3-3 game with 1 swing of the bat. Wow. She is something else. The single season leader in home runs for St. Charles. And she ties it up. Boy, I think if it was me, I think that's one of those hitters that would never see a strike unless you absolutely positively had to throw her one.
Now batting the catcher, number 22.
Pretty good looking swing, huh? Caitlin Cushenberry next in a 3-all game. Strike from Rogers. Geary now has 16 home runs and 51 RBI. That's a liner, going to drop in front of Boyer, although she made a pretty good effort to get there, and it's another base hit. Cushenberry is on. So in the inning, 3 hits for the Cougars. They've tied the game. It's still just 1 out. They're going to take a moment on both sides for a timeout here. As for the Pirates, Kenley Frank is going out to the mound, circle, if you will. And let's see, they called a timeout to get a running glove, I think, or something like that, a protector for the runner at first base. I'm looking to see if they made a change there. Nope, it's still Cushenberry there. And Rogers left with her teammates to discuss things here. Shepherdson returns to the plate, and the hitter will be Eggmeyer. A single with a swing and a ball that landed right between the pitcher Rogers and the catcher Shepherdson with a lot of backspin. Strike 1 here. Throw down is blocked by Davis. Nice job by her on the throw by Shepherdson. Shepherdson's a left-handed catcher, and so that throw to first base is a lot easier than most catchers have it. Slow roller to Huber. She'll go to first, and they're going to say a foul ball. Batter hit in the box. So the count goes 0-2 to Emma Eggmeyer. St. Charles has tied it on Emily Geary's 3-run home run, her second home run of the day. There's another big backspinner, and caught by Rogers. Nice play by Rogers right above the foul line for the second out of the inning. Cushenberry stays at first base, and Plaster is the hitter. She had to sacrifice her first time up. Lined, but righted Bell, inning over. But the damage done in the inning by Emily Geary's 3-run home run, and with one swing of the bat, we are tied after 2.5 innings. Enjoying Saturday, and we welcome you to the broadcast here. If you weren't with us in the first game, North Central won that game, and they're now 24-20 on the year, and St. Charles 24-25, but St. Charles has come back here on a 3-run home run by Emily Geary to tie it up. Pirates will try to retaliate here a little bit with Maeve Lavoie leading it off. Brooklyn Becker and Addison Huber for the Pirates against Kaylin Grammer.
Leading off for the Pirates, the right fielder, number 10, Maeve Lavoie.
So Maeve Lavoie to the plate. Maeve is one of the sophomores honored between games. There were 11 different Pirate players that were honored. And that's just kind of counter to what St. Charles has. St. Charles has what, just something like 4 sophomores? They're expecting another big and good recruiting class next year. Good pitch, but just outside on the 0-2. So Maeve Lavoie facing off against Grammer to start the 3rd inning. It's fouled off the dugout roof on the 3rd side. Dustin Wengert's assistant coach is Lexi Ferrari. I hope she's in charge of the running game. Cushenberry is the catcher. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And lined. And Lavoie on base. So Lavoie has a sacrifice fly and now has a single to right. And sets the stage for Brooklyn Becker. Becker struck out earlier in this game. She went 3 for 3 in the first game. Ball 1. Baseball 1 today. They went 1 and 2 at East Central, and that's significant because East Central is in our region, just like St. Charles is for softball. Toward the shortstop, knocked down by Hoffman, and that's all she'll get. That'll be a, guess, what would you call that? Pretty good effort to get to the ball.
Now batting, playing third base, number 9.
I don't know.
Addison
That's
Huber.
why I wish we had an official score. I'm going to give her a hit. And I justify that because, first of all, I loved working with hitters in college. And it was a 50-50 ball. How's that? Benefit goes to the hitter. And Becker is on first base with Lavoie at second. Addison Huber walked her first time up. She has 4 homers and 32 RBI. Hit high in the air on a ball that is to right field. It is a 3-run home run for the Pirates, Addison Huber. So Huber comes up big. And the Pirates retaliate with a 3-run home run from their freshman third baseman. Boy, the ball is starting to really jump, isn't it? But these hitters are also very good, not to take anything away from them. Here's Huber's swing as Rogers steps to the plate. And Rogers hits one deep, and there's no way that's coming back. Rogers and Huber go back-to-back with home runs. And just like that, the Pirates are up by 4. 3-run home run, Huber. Solo home run, Rogers. And still nobody out. Cassie Rogers' first home run of the year and her 12th RBI. And we'll see how much longer they will go with Kaylin Grammer down 7-3. I believe that's Lexi Ferrari who is out to talk to the pitcher, and it is. As Haley Shepherdson comes up from the left side of the plate. But a couple of home runs. Huber, Rogers back-to-back for 4 runs.
Now batting the catcher, number 23.
Shepherdson has a lot of pop also, although she hasn't had a good year hitting home runs. She certainly has the ability to do that. 2 balls, no strikes. Pirates won the first game 12-4. Cassie Rogers, 5 innings, the winning pitcher in a 5-inning game. Helton and Cook had home runs. Geary had a home run for St. Charles in the first game. And again, outside. 3 balls. No, excuse me, that was ball 3. The count was 3-0, so now ball 4. And Shepherdson walks.
Playing first base, number 16, Tasia Davis.
Tasia Davis had a single, a stolen base, and scored a run in the second inning. She's a sophomore from Savannah, Missouri. Outside corner, a strike called. Still nobody out. Davis will be followed by Bell and then Murray, unless there's a double play. And right back at her, Grammer puts 2 strikes on the board. And down goes Davis. Pretty good looking pitch on 0-2. She challenged her a little bit right on the hands and got Davis to swing at nothing.
Chloe Bell.
Chloe Bell, a 2-run home run in the game. And she steps to the plate. There's another strike as Grammer has been sharp against Davis and now starts Bell off with a nice looking pitch. Right over the outside corner to Bell. Shepherdson at first base, 1 out. Up behind the plate and some room for Cushenberry, who makes the catch for the out. And the second out of the inning in the books.
7,
Riley Murray is 0 for 1 in this game. Strike 1. Murray went 2 for 3 in the first game with 7 total bases and 3 runs driven in. And a little bit ahead of that pitch. And now the throw to first base. They've got the runner trapped. Shepherdson is going to be tagged out by the shortstop Hoffman. And the inning comes to a close. Shepherdson is out 3-6 for the third out of the inning. Pirates, so get 3 runs in the inning, 4 runs in the inning, highlighted by the 3-run Addison Huber home run. And the Pirates will come to the top of the 4th inning with a 7-3 lead.
St. Luke's knows time is precious. That's why we save more patients from heart attacks and deliver the fastest stroke care in the region, and bring more cancer experts to more communities, so you have more time to enjoy what's most important: life. St. Luke's.
Go to the top of the 4th inning with North Central leading St. Charles 7-3, and back into the circle, Cassie Rogers. Pirates have not used anybody else today. And Rogers in the inning will face Peyton Seitz to lead off for St. Charles. After Seitz, it's Grammer and Hoffman. Pirates get 4 runs in the last half inning on 4 hits. And they retake the lead 7-3 after a 3-run homer by St. Charles had tied it up in the 3rd inning. Peyton Seitz struck out swinging in the 2nd inning against Rogers. Rogers hasn't walked anybody. She has struck out 2 in this game. Allowed 3 runs on 4 hits. 2-2 to Seitz. And the Pirates have 7 runs on 6 hits. That's through 3 complete innings. And Seitz down on strikes. So she strikes out for the 2nd time in the game. And Kaylin Grammer, who also struck out in the 2nd inning, is the hitter.
Now batting the pitcher, number 10, Kaylin Grammer.
Strike 1. Rogers, the game 1 pitcher in 5 innings. And has a 4-run lead here in the 2nd game of the doubleheader. Oh, and 2. Two down. Jara Hoffman is the hitter. She had a single her first time up. As now 2 more strikeouts give the pitcher Cassie Rogers 4 in the game. Gerald Hoffman is a freshman. Foul by inches. So Hoffman with 2 strikes. Excuse me, 1-1, according to Jonathan Groth, who should know. He's the home plate umpire. We'll take his word for it. Toward Boyer in center field and drifting to right for the out, and that is it. So a pretty easy inning for Cassie Rogers. A couple of strikeouts and a lazy fly ball will do it in the inning. Pirates lead it 7-3.
Hi, I'm Ashley, and I wanted to let you know about some of the Pirate gear we have here in the campus store for you. We have all sorts of clothes for every season, from sweatpants to shorts, tank tops to hoodies, baseball caps to visors and stocking caps. We have coffee cups and water bottles, and we have specific apparel for sports like basketball, softball, baseball, golf, esports, the Dance Wave team. We have ag shirts, teacher education, nursing apparel, and also nursing supplies. So come on in and check it out and get your Pirate gear.
Riley Murray will resume, well, not technically, but she'll be back at the plate again to start in the 4th inning after she was on base as a runner got picked off in the last inning. But the Pirates have 7 runs, and they lead it 7-3 over St. Charles. They'll be back on Tuesday, more softball against Metro, and then Wednesday as well, the makeup doubleheader against State Fair Community College. They are pretty good this year. They split with St. Charles yesterday. Riley Murray is now at first base. Just that quickly hit by a pitch by Grammer. And she'll take first base to start the inning now. Dustin Wengert's going to see about his catcher as that ball, after it hit Murray, apparently took a chunk out of Cushenberry. And remember, she has been hurt. She had a wrist injury that kept her out of games early on. She just came back, I believe it was yesterday against State Fair. And so that is of some concern for St. Charles. Our trainer is Megan Erickson there with Coach Wengert. And Caitlin, we hope that's just a stinger, because you're too good of a player to be out for very long, that's for sure. So they continue to look at Caitlin Cushenberry. Caitlin is a sophomore. And Megan Erickson apparently wants her money. She's trying to hold her up. But Caitlin's going to, like most catchers, just tough through it. And hopefully that is just nothing but a stinger. And Riley Murray to the plate.
Now batting the center
A
fielder,
runner
number
at first
2,
base
Riley Boyer.
for Boyer here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Grammer with a little bit of a break and now delivers high and wide. There goes the runner, and the throw's a good one. The tag comes on the backside, and Murray is thrown out. So caught stealing is Riley Murray, and now Sarah Van Dyke is going to go have her word with the field umpire, Wyatt Studi. A lot of times, coaches will argue that because the tag came on the back, that means that the feet were at the bag. And again, we're going to have a crew discussion here. And maybe I'm getting old. Without a doubt, I'm getting old, but maybe I'm getting a little cynical, thinking that unless there's a rule that is under protest, I don't know why the umpires get together in a judgment call like that. There must be something else going on. The ruling stands and there's one out. So Murray out. Boyer has a 1-0 count on her. And Grammer benefits from the call. So nobody on base, 1 out in the bottom of the 4th inning. 2 balls, no strikes. Good looking pitch, but ruled a ball. 3 balls, no strikes. And Riley Boyer is someone that St. Charles doesn't want to see on the bases again. And there she is, drawing the base on balls. So, 2 stolen bases in this game and 52 on the year for Boyer. She also had a stolen base in the first game, so make it 53 stolen bases. Only been caught 3 times. And let's see what she does here. Ground ball, Hoffman in the middle to Hagel, and there won't be a throw made. So Boyer breaks up the double play. I'm sorry. Yeah, that is Boyer, and it'll be a fielder's choice for Lavoie. And 2 outs in the inning. Brooklyn Becker has a single and a struck out. A ball to her. Maeve Lavoie, before the injury, may have been a pretty good bet to run in this situation, but given that she got hurt sliding and she likes to slide head first, not so sure that she'll go anywhere. Just missed outside. 3 balls, no strikes to Brooklyn Becker. She has been the Pirates' best hitter consistently through the year. Really took off around the first of the month, it seems. 3-1. Leads the team with 9 homers. Leads the team with 49 RBI. Again, Eggmeyer makes another play on a backhand right next to the bag. It's kind of becoming routine right now, isn't it? As Eggmeyer has been stellar through this game. Pirates don't get anything on the board, although they had 2 or 3 people on the bases. But they lead it 7-3 after 4 innings.
Welcome to North Central Missouri College's Savannah campus.
think you'll agree, this is kind of a small super campus right now.
I'm excited to start the new program here at the new campus. We kind of got to look at everything, and it's really high tech, it's really cool.
The Board of Trustees and the administration realized that we needed to better serve this northwest corner of the state. So the effort began then to look for locations. Savannah was a really good choice for us.
This may be one finish line, but I think it's going to be important for everybody to understand that this is still going to be ongoing. The campaign's not over yet.
Brooks Scott leads off the top of the fifth inning with a swing and a miss against Cassie Rogers. Pirates lead St. Charles 7-3 in the top half of the fifth, and Cassie Rogers goes to work. 1 ball, 1 strike. Through 4 innings, 3 runs on 4 hits for the Cougars. North Central has 7 runs on 6 hits, and of course all of that is unofficial. There's a good-looking pitch over the outside corner to Brooks Scott, who has reached on an error and grounded back to the circle. Scott has 17 RBI on the year with 2 home runs. Right back to the circle. Tasia Davis is playing first base for the Pirates. The second baseman is Chloe Bell. Brooklyn Becker at short, and Addison Huber at third base. The center fielder is Riley Boyer. Riley Murray is in left, and as we say all the time, someone not named Riley is playing right field. And that would be Maeve Lavoie. Toward Becker. To Davis. And there are 2 outs. A pretty good feeling to have Emily Geary coming to the plate with nobody on base. She has a 3-run home run in this game, accounting for all of the runs for the Cougars. Hits that one hard past Davis, and a base hit. So with 2 outs, the single by Geary. Caitlin Cushenberry against Rogers has grounded out and singled up the middle. And remember, she had a little bit of a rough time of it last inning on a hit by pitch that deflected and got her. She hung in there, and she's still in there. Dustin Wingard was telling me a story about her family. As that's fly to right. Over goes Lavoie, makes the catch. But real quickly, her family has a camper trailer, and they follow her all around, watching her games and watch there likely as she fouled out to right field. So a hit in the inning, but nothing on the scoreboard for the Cougars. And we go to the bottom of the fifth with the Pirates up by 4.
My name is Takara Williams, and I am Assistant Director of Student Support Services. Now, in order to be a part of our program, you have to meet at least one of 3 criteria. So that means you can either be a first-generation college student, you can meet income guidelines, or you can have a disability. And our students enjoy a lot of free perks, including over $15,000 in scholarships awarded every year. Our students on main campus get to enjoy an exclusive learning lab that has computers and tutors available to help them be successful. They also are assigned a professional mentor like me who is able to help them with advising and transfer counseling and anything else they may need to help them be successful. Other perks they enjoy are workshops in a lot of different topics, transfer trips to 4-year colleges that you might be interested in, and also really fun trips to different cultural events. We really try to create an environment that will help you feel more connected on campus and help you feel successful.
Game 2 of the doubleheader going by quickly despite 10 runs in the game. They have come quickly at times. A 2-run homer by Chloe Bell of the Pirates, a 3-run homer by Addison Huber, and for the Cougars, a 3-run homer by Emily Geary. And so we've had lots of runs on just a few hits. And the Pirates enjoy a 4-run lead after winning the first game of the doubleheader. Regional standings are so tight at this point that kind of tough to tell where everybody actually is, as Addison Huber has a strike against her. She had a 3-run homer, as we mentioned. But we are fairly assured that the Pirates started the day in 7th place. St. Charles is hoping to also increase their seeding. We thought were about 6th. So a sweep here by North Central would very much help them out and very detrimental to St. Charles. St. Charles plays 2 more doubleheaders. The Pirates have 2 more doubleheaders before the seedings are official. Huber lifts one behind second base, and Hoffman is out there and makes the catch, although she struggled just a little bit with it. Kaylin Grammer has gone 4 1/3 innings now. She has walked 4, hit a batter, struck out 2, and allowed 7 runs on 6 hits. Outside to Cassie Rogers. Cassie has a solo home run, her first home run of the year in this game. 1 ball, 1 strike. And she has pitched every pitch for the Pirates in the doubleheader. 2 balls, 1 strike. Again, a very young St. Charles team, not trying to make any kind of a justification for them being behind her. This is a team that has like 4 sophomores, and they're very excited about what's going on. They started the year a little roughly, including a doubleheader loss to North Central. And after that, they had a team meeting after a split against Metropolitan. And shortly thereafter started on a 10-game winning streak in which they swept Crowder and Three Rivers, pretty good competition, and ran that winning streak to 10 games at one point. But right now, at a game below 500, they're struggling as Shepherdson comes to the plate. And maybe struggling isn't the word. They're trying to get a split of the doubleheader here. 2-0 to Shepherdson. Haley is walked and fouled out. Inside corner. Anyway, back to St. Charles. They're trying to get to 500. They haven't ended a season at 500 or above since like 2003. They had some power teams in the early 2000s. But since then, they have not been able to have a winning record, and that's one of their objectives. In the dirt, Shepherdson will walk. It's the 2nd consecutive walk, and with 1 out, the Pirates bring Taya Davis to the plate. She has a single and a stolen base in 2 trips to the plate against Grammer. So Davis against Grammer, with 2 on and 1 out in the 5th. Strike 1. Grammer 12-9 coming in with a 3.95 ERA. Just missed. Grammer has walked 6 now with the walks to Rogers and Shepherdson. Misses inside there. 2 balls, 1 strike. Now 3-1. And fouled away. On Thursday, Taya, in the second game against West Plains, had a base on balls. That should stay in the park, as going over is Fahatton, and she makes the catch for the second out. Chloe Bell has a 2-run home run in the game, and she comes to the plate here.
Now batting clean, second base number 19, Chloe Bell.
Again, another one of the sophomores that was honored between games today. And Grammer to the plate with the ball. We'll have 2 doubleheaders next week in softball. The doubleheader against State Fair is Wednesday, and the day before that, Metro. And that'll be the end of the regular season for the Pirates. We're waiting to see if they will be in the top 4 and therefore host a sub-region, but those odds were fairly long to start the day. If they do host a sub-regional game, we'll have those sub-regional games live on Pirates Digital Media starting on Friday. If they do not, we'll be covering the baseball action against Heston College. 2 balls, 1 strike. Heston is a regional opponent for North Central. They're from Kansas, and Kansas only has, we're Division II in baseball, they only have 1 Division II team. That's Heston, so they come to play in our region. There's a pitch that has Bell off her rhythm a little bit. 3-2, called strike. Chloe is from St. Joe, Missouri. Past the third baseman. Big high hop for Scott in left field, but her throw off line. Pirates score a run, and now Shepherdson and Bell move to third and second, respectively. So a hit for Bell and an RBI.
Now batting the left fielder, number
Her third
7,
RBI of the game. Rogers scores, and runners at second and third for Riley Murray. And she hits it high and hard and just short of the fence. 1 run in, 2 runs in for the Pirates, and Murray at second base with a 2-run double. So 3 runs in for the Pirates, and they can end this game early
now
with a hit here.
Center fielder number 2, Riley Boyer.
Boy, and she just missed a home run there. Riley Boyer, who was our guest between games, is the hitter, and that one outside to her. She has walked twice and grounded out. 2 outs in the inning. Let's see if Boyer can end this early. Pirates won the first game in 5 innings. After the game, we'll hope to talk to Sarah Van Dyke. We'll see how this at bat goes inside. Maeve Lavoie would be the next hitter if Boyer gets on board but does not score the runner from second base. A strike on 3-0. Riley Boyer, and it's been timed, is the fastest out of the box halfway down the line on a called second strike in the region. That is going to be out of play. Although we've seen some pretty quick exits from the batter's box on 3-0 pitches, for instance. Hope you enjoyed the interview with Riley. She was fun to talk to. She's very articulate, and she definitely has a life plan. The 3-2 pitch is fouled away. And so we'll do it again with 3 balls and 2 strikes, and Riley Murray at second base. Bad ball 4. So Boyer draws a walk. It's the 3rd walk in the inning. And how many? 7 overall. And Dustin Wengert is on his way to the circle, which to me would indicate there will be a new pitcher by the time Maeve Lavoie gets to the plate. Pitching change has been decided, and we'll be back with the new pitcher in a moment.
Hello, I'm Jane Meservey, Tutoring Center Director. I have the Tutoring Center at our main campus and coordinate with Shelley at our Savannah location. I really like seeing students, and whether I see them online, see them in person, either way, I like getting to know you. I like getting to know a variety of people, and I hire people that are just like that also. The Tutoring Center is available for all students, whether you're dual credit or online, hybrid, or you're actually here. No application, no appointments needed. You just pop in. We always keep a variety of tutors here, so it really doesn't matter what subject you're needing help with. We can get you that help. Of course, a lot of what we do is math, probably 70% of it, so just know that if math isn't your thing or whatever it is that you feel like just doesn't work for you, you can pop in and see us. If you are an online student, you can make an appointment to meet us online. And if you are a dual credit student, you can meet us online just like any other online student. There are extra credit opportunities. Our students, if they spend at least 30 minutes working with us online or on ground, they get some extra credit to use on their next test for math in particular. If you need to contact me at any time, you're welcome to email me at jmeservey@mail.ncmissouri.edu. And you can also use that jmeservey to reach me through Teams. I really encourage our students to use Teams to both contact me and any of their instructors. Sometimes that helps you bypass the bunch of emails we get and get you a more direct connection and a quicker response from us. Come in to see us so we can make sure that you never feel overwhelmed.
Maeve Lavoie is the first hitter to face Reese Smith, and she takes 2 balls from Smith. 2 outs and 2 on for the Pirates. They need 1 more run to end this game. That could be it. It rolls to the outfield, to the left field, to throw to the plate, and what do we have? Apparently safe. I could not see the umpire. Jonathan Groth had backed up to the fence and makes the call from there, but they're going to call the runner safe. It'll be an RBI single for Maeve Lavoie and end the game at 11-3. So that is the final score. The Pirates win both games in 5 innings against St. Charles. Who would have thought it? And we'll be back with totals and highlights in just a moment, and possibly Sarah Van Dyke as well.
Scholarships are very important at North Central Missouri College because of the need of our students, and that's been proven year after year.
Hi, I'm Kimberly Meeker. I'm the Director of Financial Aid here at North Central Missouri College. Fill out every scholarship application that you can. Anything that you can fill it out. It may take you a couple hours, but if in return you receive a $1,000 scholarship, I believe that's a pretty good return on investment. The NCMC scholarship application is available each year, and it's due by March 31st for the upcoming fall. You can also reach out to your high school counselor. They're going to be made aware of any scholarship opportunities within your community. Look to local organizations, look to churches. Additional resources for scholarships are Missouri Scholarship Central. That's actually a portal that you can create an account with. Based on your profile, it will actually send scholarship opportunities to your email that are tailored to your profile. As they add scholarship opportunities all throughout the year, you're going to receive emails when those opportunities apply to your profile.
My name is Jenna Stevens. I'm the Director of Advising and Retention at NCMC, and I also serve as the A+ Coordinator. The A+ Scholarship is a great financial resource for students. It will pay tuition and general fees for completed coursework that's required for your degree at NCMC.
Scholarships make a big difference in the ability to attend school. Whether you're a first-generation student, a normal matriculating traditional student, or an adult student who sat out or not been to college at all, scholarships help immensely.
Should you have any questions, you can always contact the Financial Aid Office. We're located on the NCMC campus. You can reach us by phone at 660-357-6513, or you can email us at financialaid@mail.ncmissouri.edu.
If you have questions about how to utilize the A+ Scholarship at NCMC, feel free to contact me, Jenna Stevens, and I'll be happy to answer your questions.
You see, the final score is the Pirates win both games today in 5 innings. The second game ends with Maeve Lavoie, an RBI single to drive in Riley Murray. And again, the early ending to the game with the Pirates winning by an 11-3 score. Pirates are now 25-20, and they do a big, they take a big step, possibly into moving up into the seeding for the regional tournament. Meanwhile, at 24-26, St. Charles has lost 3 of 4 on their weekend road trip, splitting yesterday at State Fair and losing both games here today. Let's take a look at the second game. First of all, the pitching, the winning pitcher, and her second win on the day. She pitched all 10 innings for the Pirates today. She is 13-7 with the win. She allowed 3 runs on 5 hits, didn't walk anybody in the second game, and struck out 4. Pirates made a couple of early errors, but then settled down and only had the 2 errors in the game. The losing pitcher will be Kaylin Grammer, who is now 12-10 for St. Charles. She pitched 4 2/3 innings. Reese Smith came in to give up the single to Lavoie, but all of the runs were charged to Kaylin Grammer. She gives up 11 runs on 9 hits. And I take that back, on 8 hits. She walks 7, hits a batter, and strikes out 2 in the game. Reese Smith faced just 1 hitter in the game. So again, the winning pitcher is Rogers, and the losing pitcher is Grammer. Offensively, the highlight, really the only one that made a big difference, was the 3-run home run for St. Charles in the 3rd inning. It came from, who else? Emily Geary, who's been doing it all season long. A 3-run homer to center field to drive in, and at that point tie the game at 3-all. Didn't last long, though, as the Pirates came back in the 3rd inning, but we'll get back to that in a second. The Pirates start off the scoring with a sacrifice fly in the 1st inning from Lavoie, so she ends up with 2 RBI in the game. Then in the 2nd inning, a single by Tasia Davis and a 2-run home run by Chloe Bell. In the 3rd inning, a single by Lavoie, a single by Becker, then a 3-run homer by Addison Huber, her 5th of the year. Another homer right after that for Cassie Rogers, her 1st of the year, and the Pirates score 4 in the 3rd inning. In the 4th inning, they came close but did not score. In the 5th inning, they wrap up the game on a couple of walks, followed by an RBI single by Chloe Bell, her 3rd RBI of the game. Riley Murray had a 2-run double. A walk to Riley Boyer led to Maeve Lavoie driving in the final run, the 11th run, with a single. And that's the offensive highlights for the Pirates. 24-20 on the year now, and St. Charles is 24-26. 25-20 for the Pirates. First game went to North Central Central 12-4. Cassie Rogers also went the distance in 5 innings to win that game. And home runs in that game by Hope Helton and by Cadence Cook, their first home runs of the year. And so it's been a pretty good day for the Pirates when you consider what was at stake, playing at home and playing against what traditionally is a pretty tough team for them in St. Charles. The Pirates win 2 and certainly help out their seeding a little bit. We'll be back, and we hope to have a chance to visit with Sarah Van Dyke when we return on Pirates Digital Media.
My name is Leslie Collins, and I'm the Campus Activities Coordinator here at NCMC. Here at NCMC, we try to have activities or events on a weekly basis, and those are chosen by our Campus Activities Board or our housing staff. We also have different clubs and organizations that you are able to get involved in on campus.
Hi, I'm Ashley, and I wanted to let you know about some of the pirate gear we have here in the campus store for you. We have ag shirts, teacher education, nursing apparel, and also nursing supplies.
Another thing that happens on the campus is the different sporting events is free to all the NCMC students.
We have specific apparel for sports like basketball, softball, baseball, golf, esports, the Dance Wave team.
It's a great way just to meet people and just a way to get involved on campus.
Back on Pirates Digital Media with the Pirates sweeping a doubleheader from St. Charles. Joining us here is Sarah Van Dyke. Pretty big day for you guys. Let's see if we can get you in the picture here. How's that? A little bit better? Yeah, we're getting this technical thing down, aren't we?
Fine, yeah, it's fine with me.
Sarah Van Dyke here with the doubleheader sweep. 25-20 now. Do you have any idea how that improves your regional ranking?
I don't at the moment because I think it's just a lot of people are still playing so many region games, us included. Like that's what we have left. That's what just about everybody has left. Yeah. So it's kind of hard to see where we sit at with that when we still have 4 games left, Tuesday, Wednesday. So.
Well, how does one keep up to date with that? Because do you have to go and comb through websites and do all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I mean that's what I do. There may be a better there may be a better option to do it, but that's how I do it. I just go and I look at their records and basically write down what they've done, what they haven't done.
And I guess we'll wait until Thursday before we know for sure, and you know where you're going for sure.
No, it's not until Friday. I just got an email about that.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah,
don't you play on Friday?
We know everything's Saturday, Sunday now, and then Monday is a rain date.
Okay.
Yeah, so that got changed up a little bit. But I lost my train of thought. Hold on. But people are still playing games. Like we play Tuesday, Wednesday, and somebody's even playing Thursday, I believe. I don't remember who it is. But maybe it's maybe West Plains Crowder or something like that.
Okay.
I could be wrong though. I don't know. But yeah, we won't find out exactly until Thursday night if we do the math, or Friday during our meeting. So
okay. Well, we'll just stay tuned and we'll find out, I guess. Tell me about your pitcher today. Cassie Rogers starts both games, and I think she did that on Thursday as well, right? Is that the new normal?
She did. Right now it has been. We have other pitchers, obviously. Maeve has been out a little bit. She was back in today. We're working her back in with things. And the plan, if we went into more innings, was actually to throw Maeve, and then we had Amelia warmed up as well. So we had other girls ready to rock and roll if we needed them to rock and roll, but we did not have to do that today, which was super awesome for Cassie, super awesome for us as a whole.
She picks up 2 wins today, 13-7, and I don't want to say surprised, but are you surprised that she's been this reliable in her freshman year?
I'm honestly not, because even before the recruiting process, I'm from this area. Cassie's from a small town pretty close to here anyways, and my hometown's pretty close to that too. So she's a name you hear about quite a bit, and someone who's just reliable. Obviously was reliable in high school and has continued that as well throughout college. But no, she just, I think I say this at every broadcast, every time she throws or plays, she's just such an even-keel kid. And, this is what I was saying the other day when she was like, it could be worse. Yeah, the other day she was like, "Well, we're all alive, so that's all that matters." And I'm like, you know what? You're right. That is all that matters.
It's the big picture.
Big picture, absolutely big picture, big scheme of things.
I love it. I love it. You have had a couple of girls in the first game that hit their first home runs of the year.
Yes.
Let's start with Hope Helton. She certainly had been
yes.
wanting that for a while.
She has been wanting that for a while. That ball went about 12 miles in the sky, I think, and I was like, oh no. And it just cleared that fence, and that was awesome for her. A huge confidence boost for her, I think, because she has been wanting it pretty bad. It was just exciting to see, for sure. It was very exciting to see.
Right. And then Cadence Cook had a home run as well.
Yeah, Kaylin's she had a 3-run home run, I believe.
Yep.
That was phenomenal, and truth be told, I don't know if she wants me to tell this or not, but she's running around the bases crying because she's just like, I think just so overwhelmed with the fact that she just did that, and it was a good cry. Like, she was like a happy, excited, like, time of my life type of cry, and that was really neat to see, and really heartwarming, honestly.
yeah. And then I got to talk a little bit about Riley Murray. Riley in the first game had an RBI triple and a 2-run home run, and then she goes from hitting 5th in the lineup to hitting 9th. What's up with that?
We just wanted to flip things over. So like, a 9th batter, I think that people really take that as, someone who's not a great hitter, but I think it depends on how you have the lineup set up. Like, I know Riley's a good hitter, and she's someone that I can kind of use, and I do the same thing with Chloe Bell, is that we use them almost as like a second leadoff. Like, they just flip the lineup over. So that's really what we do with that. It's not like, oh, she's not hitting well, she's going to 9th. Like, no, she's hitting well, and like, she's going to make something happen typically. So that's she did perfect in that role today, and it worked really well for her. Yeah, it worked really well for her. She had a good day.
Another first timer in the home run stats. Cassie Rogers got a home run.
Cassie Rogers, yes. Well, she's kind of been in the same boat as Hope. She smacked a few off the fence here recently for sure, and she swings a DeMarini, and she broke her bat, which I think broke into DeMarini.
She does now what?
She swings a DeMarini, a bat.
I've never heard of that.
It's a bat. It's a bat. It's a bat. And she swings that, and it broke, and she doesn't really swing anything else, so she's swinging one of our LXTs, and that's what she hit that home run off of. So it was kind of cool to see, because Addison Huber hit one, and then I jokingly go, okay, Cassie, you next. And then she smacks one over the fence, and I'm like, hey, I'm not mad about it. And I talked to her after that, walking out to the mound, and she was like, I was thinking to myself, it'd be really cool to make them back-to-back.
Yeah. It's Addison Huber hit the 3-run homer.
Yes.
It's been a while for her, hasn't it?
It has been a little while, but like that's a home run, yes, but like hitting-wise, like she's pretty consistent with things, and she makes things happen. She has big hits in in big situations, or timely hits in timely situations, maybe. But a home run's a home run. That's great. But if she's making things happen otherwise, phenomenal.
Right. All right. So you go to playing Metro on Tuesday here, State Fair on Wednesday. So you finish at home. Yep. What do we know about those two teams? Metro first.
Okay. So Metro is kind of scrappy. They can hit the ball a little bit. I think we're more prepared to play them this time. I think we have a lot of energy riding off of this, like these doubleheaders here that we just swept. Because I've talked about that. Like I've been hungry for it. The girls have been hungry for sweeping. And so I think we're going to ride that energy hopefully into Tuesday and Wednesday's game as well. But they're scrappy. They're a scrappy team. They make things happen when it maybe doesn't look like they should be making things happen, but they do it in that they're successful with it. So.
And State Fair is a makeup from last week, I think?
Yeah, last Tuesday, something like that. But they're another scrappy team too, and they also make things happen. Michelle has them running good over there, or down there. But they can hit the ball too. Like they're gonna be a good. There's going to be 4 good games this week, 4 really good games this week. I'm excited. I'm excited.
You're off to a good start with the sweep of St. Charles here. And,
on sophomore day.
Yeah, on sophomore day. Yeah, I'm not even going to ask you to talk about the sophomores again because you talked about them in our pregame show.
Yeah, I was choking up.
But in general, what a great group they've been for you.
They truly have been a remarkable group. They've taught me so much more than they can even, imagine, I'm certain. But... yeah, phenomenal group to have in my first few years of coaching because it's been a pleasure to truly work with them, and I hope we continue working through this week and working through the weekend and, making it happen next week even. So, but one game at a time. But they are a remarkable group. I don't have enough good things to say about them.
Well, it was a fun day, and
It was.
the doubleheader sweep, 2 games in 5 innings, certainly helped make that enjoyable.
Yes, it was. That was awesome.
Sarah Van Dyke, thank you for coming up and visiting
Yes,
with us
thank you
here
so
in
much.
the
I appreciate
post-game
it.
show. Yeah, it was a lot of fun today, and we'll
Yes.
see you
Hey,
again
we have
on
cake down there if
Tuesday.
you want some.
I've got cake coming?
There's not. I mean, I can bring some up here if you want.
Need to do that.
I will.
Thank you. You know what? I should
Service
have
with a smile.
You know, I should have a sign on the door: "Do not feed the announcer." You know, that's
Why?
just like at the zoo. Oh, yeah.
Oh, now no. There's a whole bunch of cake down there, so please come get
Well,
some.
we'll negotiate
Or
the cake
I have to
situation
take it all
later.
home, and I don't need to do that.
don't like that?
No, I mean I love that, but I don't need to do that.
Sarah, thank you so much. The cake notwithstanding, good to see you, and thank you for all of that here as we end up this game. Yeah, I think the cake just blew my mind there. Pirates win both games today, 12-4 in 5 innings in the first game, and then they win the second game 11-3. Cassie Rogers, the starting pitcher in both games, goes 5 innings in both games, and she is now 13-7 on the year. The Cougars are 24-26, and the Pirates are 25-20 following this double hitter here today. Again, Tuesday it'll be Metropolitan. We'll have the double hitter for you, and the first pitch at 1 o'clock. Our pregame show somewhere in the neighborhood of 12:40 on Tuesday, and then we'll have the double hitter against State Fair as well in softball on Wednesday. That will be a 2 o'clock first pitch. And that is about all that we can say about the 2 wins today here by North Central. The team plays well, and they will go into the final week of the season with a little bit of momentum as they face Metro and State Fair. I'm Rick Cole. Thank you so much for being with us, whether you're a Cougar fan or a Pirate fan. And again, we say goodbye for now, and go Pirates.
Jolly Roger! Make sail, laddie! Walk up,